cars. Yep, he was my white guard. I said, he worked in the jail. Yep, he did. He said, well, here he is. Okay, I didn't know. I knew he worked in Monroe with me. No, he was sheriff's office, but he worked in the jail. And then he quit there. He was like one of my good buddies. He was one that you did not want to make mad. He was fine. So kind. He was fine guy. You make him mad. So, here's the story. We're working at the jail. I'm brand new, 1 or 2 years in, brand new. And, guys in the jail, they're trying to get at you, whatever. They're dropping all that, like, never face.
Well, good evening, Panther fans, and welcome into tonight's Prime Star Home Health Coaches Show. I'm Ben Hackler here with head coach Lee Doty. Coach, how you feeling today?
Hey, great day today, and I appreciate you guys having me.
Well, Coach, as we get started tonight, I wanted to ask you a question. We talked some about last year in our previous coaches show and looking back at some of those guys. William got a text Friday night, and one of the guys online had posted that we currently have 10 guys playing at the next level. I didn't realize we've gotten that many. We named some names, but it's about 10 guys. Can you just talk about for a moment what that says about this program to have that many guys who are getting to compete at the next level?
Well, I think it's the highest number we've had, and it's good for us as a high school program that people know you can come here and move on to the next level. It's also really good for our kids that have done that, and we're excited for them and proud of them. And it's great to hear back from these guys. Jackson King texted me a couple of weeks ago, said, "Hey, I want to get my first start." And we watched some of that game, and guys come by the house and see me, Park Smith and came by, and Hodnett came by, and it's good to see those guys. And, we had several guys, Gavin, and, was at the game the other night. So it's great to see those guys get a chance to go play somewhere else, and also great for those guys to get that opportunity.
Yeah. Coach, have you seen an uptick in the number of recruiters coming by just trying to look at our kids?
I think Hodnett brought a lot of people in. You got a recruit like Hodnett, and had a lot of people come in and see Hodnett and saw some of our other kids, and then Parker, Aiden. There was a lot of people came through, a lot of traffic for Aiden. So when you have those higher profile guys like Charlie Robinson, those guys that signed D1, you get a lot of people that come in here that usually don't. So it's good to see this happening.
Yeah, good days for the Panthers for sure. Well, Coach, let's talk about Friday night against the Rayville Hornets. A nice win here on senior night at Dale Ashley Field, 48-14. So congrats on the win. And just kind of before we jump into some specifics, give us kind of just your initial thoughts as you look back on Friday night.
Well, I thought we did what we had to do, and that's important. We're coming off an emotional win at Tioga, and then come in this week against Rayville, who had a big win in week 1, and you never know what you're going to get. And, we just focused last week on getting better and not worry about who we're playing, and, making sure we're taking care of all the little things. And it was good to see our kids come out ready to play the way they did. I was expecting a little let up. Sometimes you get those after emotional wins or an emotional loss. But it was good to see our kids come out and execute at the level they did, especially in the first quarter, and get things done.
Yeah, well, Coach, special teams set the tone for you in the opening play of the night with another kickoff return for a touchdown. I believe that's 3 in 3 weeks going back to the Jamboree, this time by TJ Birch, who took it to the house. And talking about that special teams unit, I know we talked some about returns last week, but what do you contribute that return success to this early in the season?
I think a lot of it is just catching the ball and getting in the wedge. We've had guys that's kind of hesitated and tried to find their way in, but the guys we got returning the kicks down and getting it, and they're hitting it straight ahead. And you got to think about the physics of this thing, I guess. You got 10 kids running down the field this way as fast as they can, and can you get in that wedge before they can get the feet settled and stop? So right now we're doing a great job. The guys that are on that, they take a lot of pride in it, and we're having fun with that kickoff return team right now.
Yeah, and then Coach, even on the flip side, your kickoff coverage team has done pretty well, and we're seeing a lot of familiar faces on that, and probably for the first time in a while, we're seeing a lot of your defensive guys on the kickoff team. What has kind of been the fault there in getting those guys even on kickoff coverage?
Well, you want your best guys, I think, and so we're trying to put some guys down there that we believe in. we know that we're going to have to cover the kick. If you want that's
Well,
really what
yeah.
it's all about. Last year, we didn't have to worry about covering the kicks all the time, but we know this time, every time we kick, we got to cover because we can't kick it in the end zone. So, we're trying a lot of different sky kicks and, a lot of different things to kind of help us out, but I've been proud of them so far.
Yeah.
We've done pretty good, and, we'll have a different plan this week, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Well, Coach, after the big touchdown by TJ to start things off, your defense comes out and really that letdown that you talked about starting the game with was kind of gone because the kickoff kind of erased all that. TJ doing that, but they do give up the long touchdown run. But it seems like after that, your defense really settled in well and played pretty well, specifically on the defensive line from where I was sitting. Talk about that D line just for a moment and just kind of the growth you've seen and kind of who are the guys that are leading up front for you right now.
Well, first thing I'll talk about is the kid from Rabel. They had 2 or 3 guys that we knew if they got behind us, we weren't going to catch. And it was kind of an attention getter for our defense, So that kid can really run. And, he made a heck of a play and a heck of a run outside. And, it was good to see them have some success. You don't want them to have it against you, but they're going to win some ball games this year. There's no doubt. So defensive line wise, Bagwell and Stephen English played really well the other night. They got a lot of pressure on the kid. We overrun him a lot of times. I think we missed 8 sack opportunities between the 2 of them. But, man, they just play so hard. They just play so hard. And, a freshman and Silas Ashley is leading the team in sacks right now, and he's playing really good. And, he's a young kid. But we get him and took the reins off of him and let him go, And so we have some guys, the Franklin kid is doing a great job. Blake is, he's just steady, man. He's a technician. He's not very big, and but he's strong, and he's a technician. He's doing a good job for us right now.
Yeah, and Coach, it seems like those guys have really allowed Trey and Connor and even Drew at times to really flow the football. A lot of folks probably don't understand. You think defensive line, you think, hey, those guys' jobs are to get sacks and tackles for loss. But really, a lot of times in your scheme, their jobs are to do some different things for your linebackers. Talk about the relationship between that D-line and those linebackers.
Well, we try to eat up blocks with our defensive line, especially our interior guys. If we got a guy that's going to be double teamed, then it allows our linebackers to fit where they need to be. And, I think toward the end of the year when we get Breland Davis playing better and understanding his role, and we got a big Jacoby Robinson, another freshman, it's about 310 that Ladarius, I thought, played good the other night, so he'll get some time. So when we get about 4 guys we can rotate in there, I think people will see a little bit of difference. But it's hard to play linebacker when you got offensive linemen in your face all night. And I think that's kind of attributing to our numbers, So we'll see. I think we'll get better, and, competition will make us better for sure.
Yeah, well, Coach, really, I think we saw basically one half of football from your defense. A little bit in the third quarter, you started some guys out there, and then you started your rotation in. But what were your thoughts, or what are your thoughts on your defense currently as a unit, and kind of what are the areas you're like, hey, we just really got to make sure we're growing in this way?
Well, we got to settle down and make tackles, and we got to make plays when it's presented to us, and we're not really doing a good job at either one of those. We were watching people catch the ball instead of going and making plays. And when they do catch the ball, we're not tackling. I mean, just tackle and make them snap it again. Giving up way too many big plays. Losing contain. We lost contain the other night several times, and that's scary going into this week. So we gotta improve on that. But I thought we lined up better, and I thought we got lined up better. So it's an improvement, but our schedule doesn't allow us to have a slow improvement. Our schedule says we got to improve a whole lot every day, and I'm hoping to see us tackle a little bit better this week for sure.
Well, Coach, offensively, I was looking at the yardage. I think we had right at 300 yards of offense. So not an overwhelming night, especially after having almost 400 yards rushing last week. But a lot of that was simply due to the fact that you just had short fields all night long. I think you had the ball 8 times. You scored on 6 of those and put up 48 points. So no complaints as far as what those things look like. But what were you most pleased with from what you saw from your offense?
Well, eliminating turnovers is a big thing, and not putting the ball on the ground. And that was good to see. we're able to rest some guys. I hate to use that word, but we didn't have to give it to Hickman a whole bunch, and some of the younger guys got in and got some carries, and I thought Xavier looked really good on his carries. We didn't block it up very well when he ran it, but he made the most out of it. So TJ had another good night, and so we was able to come out and throw the ball some, and that was good to see. And we're just a work in progress, and hopefully we can just keep painting that picture.
Yeah. Well, Coach, it seemed like Rabel towards the end of the second quarter really started trying to load up that line of scrimmage with a lot of guys in the box and doing different things. And we see that through your time here, and especially through Coach Breen's time here, that's been kind of a consistent thing teams have tried to do. When that happens, well, what do you guys seem to still find success? Well, how do you adjust to that? What gives you some success against that loaded box?
Well, our quarterback having experience really helps, and to check us in the right play, because somewhere in there's a bubble. And just trying to find that bubble and take advantage of it. And you can tell when we're in the wrong play. I mean, it's pretty obvious. And but just having the ability to check in and out of plays, is huge for us. But I mean, we got some guys on the outside now that we feel really good about, and we got to learn how to protect J-Rob throwing the football.
Yeah.
And we're not doing a very good job at that at all. And our protections are pretty simple. It's not complex stuff, It's slide right or slide left. And when 4 of them slide right and 5th one slides left, then you're in trouble. So we got to fix that, because we do want to put the ball in the air with these guys we got, and give these guys an opportunity to go make plays.
Yeah. Well, Coach, speaking of that, there seems to be a lot of guys this year that you really kind of want to get the ball in their hands. And this week you guys added Devin Downs back to the lineup after being away for a little time. And I've heard you say to me and to others so many times, there's only one football.
Right.
Everybody can't get it every play.
Right.
So when you think about using those guys, whether it's Devin, it's Hickman, Stromile, those kids, and even Park Smith and those guys, as they get back into it, how do you manage getting those guys involved and getting the most out of them week to week?
Well, you try to get a guy a ball. We say throw him a bone. There maybe a reverse that you get it to him in, but it's tough. It's really tough, and everybody wants to touch the ball, and I understand that. But the main thing we got here is what we think is great is just team ball. You can't worry about your stats. I mean, you just got to worry about wins and losses. And we've had some guys left here that if we gave some of these guys the balls 40 times a game, they would have set records probably. Dallas Rager, I can't only imagine, if he got the ball 40 times a game instead of, 17 or 18 times a game,
right,
what he would have done. So it's about winning the football game, and that's kind of what we talk about.
Yeah. Well, Coach, congrats on moving to 2-0 this week. I did want to ask you just one question, because fans have asked me, and I thought I knew the answer, and then as you and I talked a moment ago, I found out I did not. But the clock goes running as you guys come out of halftime. What is the rule on that, and what's the point at which a clock is automatic, and then what happened Friday night?
Well, the rule is, I always thought it was 35 points, that it was automatic, but the officials told me it was 42, unless both coaches agreed to let it run. And so that was the best decision the other night, get everybody out of here. We're all healthy, and they can move on, and we can move on as well.
Yeah. Well, again, Coach, congratulations on being 2-0. And we're going to take a quick 60-second break, and we'll be back with more of the Prime Star Home Health Coaches Show in just a moment.
Around here, family is more than just a last name. It's who you show up for. For generations, the Compton family and Arklatex Windows and Doors has stood by this community with honesty, hard work, and a handshake you can trust. Because every window we design, every door we assemble, isn't just about your house. It's about your home. Family owned, community rooted, Arklatex Windows and Doors, a family business built for your family.
Fence Depot uses quality materials and has the expertise to give you the best service with the best price. They take pride in offering their customers a full selection of fencing options. For chain link, ornamental, vinyl, wildlife, and more, try Fence Depot in West Monroe. 318-331-4457. Fence Depot.
Panther fans, welcome back into the Prime Star Home Health Coaches Show. And we've talked about last week, big win over Rabel, 48-14. And this week, the Panthers are home again to take on the Ouachita Lions. And coaches, you guys move into this stretch with Ouachita, West Ouachita, Neville. You're really kind of moving into the meat of the non-district schedule. A pretty tough 3-game stretch. One the last year was, I think you learned a lot about your team, a lot of growth. But what are you looking for this year from your team as you play these games and get ready for district to start in a few weeks?
Well, what the kids will be told is this is week 12, 13, and 14, when you get to the playoffs. I mean, this is the type of teams you're going to see, maybe 13, 14, 15. So nothing emulates that like actually going through it early in the year. Yeah. So when you get into the playoffs and, you playing a good team on semifinals, well, hey, we played a good team week 4. We played a great team week 3. So we know what to expect now. And, I just think in the long run, it helps us tremendously now. I think that it's just one of the things that helped us last year. I mean, I don't know if we would have won that thing if we hadn't went through that 3-game stretch.
Right.
Just to be honest with you. I'm not sure that we would have got tough and toughened up and understand we got to get it. And if that wouldn't have happened to us. So it's part of the process for sure.
Yeah. Well, Coach, this week against Ouachita, Thursday night game should be a great crowd. I would imagine a lot of folks in the area looking forward to this one. But it is a short week. You guys get to celebrate Friday night. You turn around on Saturday. I'm sure you guys were in here early. I didn't come by and check, but in here early. And on a short week like this, what changes do you have to make to your schedule as coaches and then even for your players? And then what challenges does it present?
Well, you got to go Sunday. You got to make Sunday a Monday, a Monday a Tuesday, and so forth. So bringing kids in on Sunday, do they miss church? Do they skip church? Do they miss the family, dinner at the round table at grandma's? Do they do all that? And, but our kids showed up, they did a great job. Our coaches showed up, did a great job. But those to me are the main things, is having to come in on Sunday, and do those type of things. And so it just kind of moves everything up a day. And, you don't get much rest. You don't get much time to enjoy that win. But, the best thing about Thursday night games is Friday. So you get that day back at the end of the week.
Yeah. Well, Coach, let's talk about the Ouachita Lions. Last year, we made the trip over there, and probably fair to say it didn't go as we thought it would, didn't go as planned. I think we had some injuries and some things that went on prior to that. But as you look back to last year, here's my question. Do you use that game last year to help your team focus this year? Or is it really more of a, hey, don't even worry about last year. Let's just move forward and tackle what's in front of us?
Well, there's been a lot of thought put into that. That's a very good question because, to me, we're not the same team as last year. We don't have a sophomore starting quarterback. We got a returning starting quarterback. We were beat up and banged up, had a lot of people out. Hey, hopefully right now we got everybody available. So I think those two things right there are huge, helping us out. We didn't know what to expect from Ouachita, I thought Ouachita was extremely hungry last year when they played us. We know what to expect from them guys now. We know how fast they are. We know we got to take better angles. We know we got to tackle. We know we can't put the ball on the ground. So I think we have a lot more going for us going into this game than we did last year. The game's at home as well. Now, does that mean we're going to go out here and execute at a high level? Because that's what it's going to take. It's going to take a Warriors mentality to get out there and get this done. And we got to figure out what buttons to push and get ready to go play.
Yeah. Well, Coach, looking at this year's Ouachita team, I remember last year it was a lot of juniors on that field. I think they only lost 2 or 3 seniors probably in the whole lineup. So really a lot of seniors back, especially on defense. Offensively, they've got some playmakers that we know. We'll talk about those guys. But when you turn on the tape and watch Ouachita offense, defense, special teams, what stands out to you this year versus last year's squad?
Well, I think overall they look like a really good 5A football team. I think that's what they're supposed to look like, and they're good on special teams and good offensively, good defensively. They get on and off the field, and they haven't committed any really stupid penalties. These things are a compliment to them and their coaching staff. Speed is one thing I would use to describe them offensively. They get on the edge, and when they get there, they're gone. They got more than one guy. I mean, the quarterback, the running back, the wide out, the tight end. they're all good players.
Yeah.
And so you can't just say, hey, we don't want to let one player beat us. You know, you
Right.
got 4 or 5 guys you got to contend with. So, you know, I said last year that number 4 was the most underrated player in Northeast Louisiana. And, you know, he picked up an offer from TCU this summer, I believe. And, yeah, he's very well worthy of it, you know. So, just speed. I don't think their offensive line is as big as it was last year, but they're still plenty big enough, you know.
I was looking earlier, picked up that front 3 center and the 2 guards, I think 280, 270, and then 310 in the middle. They moved Washington over on the D line. But yeah, I think with not 300 pounds all the way across, those 3 middle guys seem to still be
and they do a good job of it. But, you know, they, like I said, that's kind of what we see offensively. They can run it, they can throw it, and they don't mind doing both of them.
Yeah. Well, Coach, when you talk about that speed, one of the things in practice that we've often talked about is how do you emulate that? How do you prepare for that? You mentioned the angles that you guys, I'm sure, are working on all week long. But as you go into Thursday night, what is the idea of how are we going to match this speed? Because you're probably not going to match up on the tape.
No, you're not going to match some speed, you know. But one thing I keep telling our guys is it's not a track meet, you know. So if we can get them in a position where we can make them bounce in a little bit or get a hand on them and slow them down a little bit, maybe that gives us an opportunity. But, you know, it's just not a 100-yard dash out here where you line up next to the guy. If that was it, then we cancel. We won't have a chance.
Yeah.
But we just got to play and got to play hard. And, you know, we got to execute at a level that we haven't executed at this year.
Right. Coach, defensively, of course, their defense led by the big D1 commit and Dylan Berryman, the defensive lineman there, number 48. When you look at their defense, what do you see from them? And then what do you think we need to do offensively to make sure that we have success?
Well, I think we got to be able to do what we do. I mean, I don't think we got to change a whole lot of stuff. I think the best thing we do is go be us. And, you know, if that's good enough, then that's good enough. If it's not, then we didn't lose a game by, you know, trying to change their whole philosophy from last week. You know, I think we'll find some bubbles. I think we'll have a chance to move the ball, but can we finish drives? And that's what happened last year. We moved the ball, but we didn't finish drives. You know, we get down inside the 10-yard line and we fumble and they scoop and score, and we should have just went and got on the bus after that, you know. And so we got to finish drives. And, you know, finishing drives doesn't always mean scoring. I mean, you can finish a drive by punting and go play defense, but, you know, turning the ball over and get behind the chains because, you know, we get, you know, pre-snap penalties and now, you know, we're 1st and 15 or we're 2nd and 9 instead of 2nd and 4, which we love. You know, we can deal with 2nd and 4. We like 3rd and 4, but we don't like 3rd and 9. So, you know, doing those things is the things that we're going to have to do. And so, you know, it's going to be a challenge for sure. But, you know, we feel like we can get first downs and make those guys have to play 8 to 10, 12 snaps, you know, that maybe we'll have a chance to get this thing in the 4th quarter and see what happens.
Well, Coach, as we get ready again, Sterlington versus Ouachita this Thursday night, 7 o'clock. And Panther fans, if you can't make it, you can catch us on YouTube at Sterlington Panther Football for the live stream, or you can catch us on 92.3 The Ranch FM. We'll replay the coach's show at 6:15, and then the pregame show will start with William Handy and myself at 6:45, kickoff right at 7 o'clock. And, Coach, I'll give you some final thoughts before we wrap this thing up.
Well, it's going to be a big game for us, you know, but it's still a high school football game. And, you know, we're going to go out and give it everything we got. But you know, I'm telling you, this schedule will pay off. It will pay off. And, you know, we can get in here and we make this thing tight in the 4th quarter. Who knows what's going to happen. And, you know, right now I think our kids are focused and been well prepared this week. So it's just what happens when 7 o'clock gets here and you kick off. And so we're excited about this football game. We are expecting a huge crowd.
It should be a good night, hopefully a great night for the Panthers. And so, Panther fans, we hope to see you here at Dell Ashley Field on Thursday night, or catch us right here on the stream or on the radio. Hope you have a great week, and we'll see you Thursday night for Sterlington versus Ouachita.
Go Panthers.
Community banking is not just what we do.
It's ingrained in who we are.
It's our mission to serve our community.
By providing a banking experience you can trust.
We offer financial solutions
to help our region thrive.
Personal hometown service.
We look for opportunities
to strengthen the neighborhoods in which we work and live.
Rooted in the community.
We support our families, our neighbors, and our friends.
We are Marion State Bank.
And have been for 100 years.
For over 50 years, Cartown has been servicing Northeast Louisiana, and the Sterlington Panthers have been a huge part of our growth. And for that, Cartown Tires and Service would like to say, go Panthers!
Well, good evening, Panther fans. Welcome to tonight's McDonald's broadcast of Panther football. I'm Ben Hackler here with William Handy at Dell Ashley Field in Sterlington, Louisiana for the matchup tonight between the Ouachita Lions and the Sterlington Panthers. Beautiful night for football. Will, you had a good week, short week, but here we are ready to roll into week 3.
Yeah, it kind of got me off. You know, I'm a little bit off my game here. It's supposed to be Friday night. I mean, it's kind of got my week messed up. You like to pick on me about being retired. That's what I go by. Friday night's football. So, yeah, no, it's great weather, too. And if you're out riding around, come on out here. This is going to be a great game tonight. It really is.
Yeah, looking forward to a great matchup. Sterlington taking on the Ouachita Lions. They are part of District 2 5A, one of the best 5A districts in the state. And have got a pretty good squad. A lot of juniors last year that are now seniors, and even when you look at their lineup, man, a lot of guys that are back for them. They picked up a few. I guess we use the term transfers now. We've received some transfers. They got some transfers and some guys in new positions, but still bring a lot to the table. And I know the Panthers have a bad taste in their mouth from last year's matchup down at Ouachita.
Yeah, and when you look at that game last year, Ben, we talked a little bit about it before the game. You know, a lot of that was self-inflicted. We had a lot of penalties. We had put the ball on the ground. I think Coach Duddy even talked about that. We moved the ball. We just couldn't finish drives. Of course, we had some guys hurt as well, and that's not an excuse. You would never use that. But, you know, I think that left a bad taste in a lot of these guys' mouth, and they want a little redemption this year. And I think what you said about them this year senior-wise, they are loaded up with seniors.
Yeah.
How many did you say you thought they lost from last year?
Two or three?
2
or 3 maybe, looking back. It might have been 4 or 5, but total, out of 22 starters, probably 4 or 5. But defensively, all those guys are back for the most part, and led by their big defensive tackle, Dylan Berryman, number 48. And he is a monster in the middle to deal with.
He really is. When you see him out on the field, you just can't appreciate it sitting up here in the press box or in the stands, just how big he is. You don't get recruited by Texas being a small fry by any means. Right. And I tell you, he is a big specimen. He really is. And then, of course, we talked a little bit about it, too. On the defensive side of the ball, the other guy I think that stands out is Orlando Fremont, their strong safety. I believe he's had maybe a scoop and score, and just he's all over the field.
Yeah, he's around the football without a doubt.
Yeah, so the defense is it's going to be a formidable defense tonight. A lot of athletes on that side of the ball. You know, if they make a mistake, they can make up for it, but you know. They're as advertised right now.
Yeah, and then on the offensive side of the football, you talk about 2 kids that really are, which I guess you talk about 3 kids really that are playmakers for them. Of course, led by their quarterback, number 1, Montrell Connors Jr., and Connor's a kid that can just go. And he's very slippery in the open space, hard to get on the ground, but does a nice job managing their offense and making it hard for the defense.
One thing I did notice about him just watching some film when they played Captain Shreve, we always try to talk about keeping them in the pocket. I saw a couple of times it looked like Captain Shreve thought they had him in the pocket. Next thing you know, he's streaking up the sidelines or taking it out to the side. He's got quick feet, very elusive player. And, from the short passes, intermediate passes, seems to do a pretty good job of those. But I tell you, if you let him get out of that pocket, he can be a real problem. I know Coach Doty said something about that last week too. We let a couple of guys were able to get outside the pocket. And that's something they're really focusing on. I think your point's well taken earlier. Got to close down those running lanes for sure.
Yeah, of course, in the backfield with him will be Macario Dade, who, again, is another guy that, once with the football in his hand, is dangerous. But probably the most – I don't know if he's underrated at this point, but I've heard Coach Doty talk about him. You and I were talking to Jake Martin before the game. But his number 4, Waddell Clark, out at wide receiver. He's just a guy that when the ball is in his hands, special things tend to happen.
Yeah, he's one of those guys – we've heard it all our lives. He's just a playmaker. He's kind of like Hickman. You get the ball in Hickman's hands, he can be a playmaker. And I think that's the same thing you can say for Waddell Clark. I really think he is not slipping up on people like he was. I mean, he's one of those special athletes that can make things happen. Got the speed to go with it too. And it really, when you talk about that, you really almost have just a 3 or 4 head monster in that backfield. Yeah. Really, when you take a look at all the special athletes that Ouachita has this year.
Yeah. Well, the Panthers roll into the night off of 2 big wins. Started season 2-0, went down to Tioga and won 1 down there. Put 47 on the clock that night and 48 here at home against Rayville last week. And the best part about tonight is rolling in healthy for the Panthers against Ouachita. And definitely been some things that Coach and I talked about in the pregame show, just to, things to clean up and things to do on the defensive side, but also on the offensive side. But you have to kind of where we are, the way that we've begun to click. You're beginning to figure out who your guys are. And then on offense, with the emergence of David Hickman again this year as a tailback that can get you yards and knows kind of where to be and when to be. And then you add Devin Downs to that. But then probably the guy that may not get as much love as the guys who are scoring the touchdowns is J. Rob Breen, the quarterback. Back for his junior season, led this team to the Dome last year. And J. Rob maybe doesn't have the statistics or the lines that the guy like Pop Houston or even Montrell Connor has. But what we need J-Rob to do, he's been very good at.
Yeah, he's kind of a game manager. I think Coach Doty said it well in the coaches show that J-Rob Breen is a guy he's been in it long enough that he can check out into a different play based on formation he sees. And one thing I liked in the Rayville game, we pretty much ran the ball against Tioga. Against Rayville, of course, we had the short fields like that. The point well taken. The running game didn't have the yards it did, but we certainly had the points. But J-Rob, I think, was 7 of 15 for 89 yards. So we started incorporating some of the passing game as well. And so I think we're very effective when we can get those passes when we need them, and at least keeps them a little bit honest on the defensive side of the ball. I expect Ouachita to stack the box like everybody else does tonight against us. But I think you and I have all said that between week 1 and week 2, that's when you see the most improvement. And I think we saw a lot of improvement in the Rayville game, really from the standpoint of the penalties were cut down, the ball was secured. And I thought that offense, like you said, is clicking. You're starting to gel. And defensively, we got a few holes to still kind of figure out, but we're making progress. And, of course, like Coach Doty said, when you come into that stretch we've got right now, you need to make those changes pretty quick and develop,
Well, and the other thing that's back tonight is the last couple of weeks, offensive line-wise, we've had some guys out, a couple guys with injuries and sickness there to start the season at Tioga. And tonight we'll get a lot of those guys back. And then also you've got some young guys that I think you're going to see in the mix before tonight's over with. Guys like number 72, Mason Lingfelt. You'll see Tucker Sturdivant. Seth Deere has been a good addition to the offensive line, spelling some guys in that interior. But those guys up front have already done a really good job. And I'm just excited to see everybody starting to kind of accept their role here into week 3. And let's see what we can do tonight against some really good competition.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. And I think last week we had an opportunity to see a lot of those guys in action. And, we talk a lot about Larry Foster, and he's still kind of figuring out who needs to be where. And I'm going to say this about this team this year that's a little bit different than previous years. It seems like we've got a lot more depth on that offensive line and on that defensive line as well. A lot of times we've had years when we'd have great specialty players. skill players, excuse me. But on the line, we had some great players. They just weren't your prototypical types.
Right.
This year, I tell you, when you look at it, I think we've got depth to go with quality this starting the game.
Yeah, without a doubt. Well, Panther fans, we're going to take a quick 60-second break, and then we'll get back, get you set for coin toss, national anthem, and all those things, including starting lineups. But we'll step away for 60 seconds. Be right back with more Panther football.
Craftsman Federal Credit Union, serving our members with their financial needs. Waiting for interest rates to fall? Why wait? Craftsman Federal Credit Union can get you in the vehicle you want today at rates where you can enjoy the ride. Become a member today and see the difference at Craftsman Federal Credit Union, with 2 locations to serve you in Bastrop and Sterlington, or visit us at craftmanfcu.com. Local people helping local people since 1953.
Panther fans, welcome back into the McDonald's broadcast of Sterlington Panther football. We are approaching national anthem and prayer here in just a moment, and getting set for kickoff. Sterlington versus Ouachita in just a moment. So we're going to we'll keep it live here. We're going to do national anthem and prayer with them, and then we'll come back and get you set for coin toss and also starting lineup. So we're going to pause here for prayer and national anthem, and then we'll come back and take us right into kickoff at 7 o'clock. All right, Panther fans, we've got national anthem and prayer done. Also special to see the stadium take a moment of silence to remember a former Sterlington alum, Wiley Altenberry. Wiley was a huge Panther fan, loved being in the stadium each week, and passed away this week from cancer. So prayers for his family and friends this week and his loss. But definitely a special guy to the community and to this school. Well, Panther fans, looks like making their way out to midfield for the coin toss will be Drew Whitlock, Gideon Ashley, Sam Frazier, and Dawson Ferguson. Coin toss tonight brought to us by Jim Taylor Chevrolet of Rayville. I do want to take a moment, and if you're joining us on 92.3 FM The Ranch, welcome into the broadcast. This radio broadcast made possible by Domino's Pizza, Sterlington. And we'll get you the starting lineup just as soon as the coin toss happens. I'll give you the offense, and William will give you the defense. I want to say thank you to Rick Breen Rapid Lube for their sponsor of the broadcast, and they'll be bringing you the starting lineup in just a moment. Looks like Ouachita will win the toss. All right, they're going to flip around. Ouachita will have won the toss. They will defer, so Panther offense will be first up, 1st and 10. So we'll start in just a moment. William, let's get that starting lineup. I'll start with the offense, and you take the defense. For the offense tonight, the tackles, number 69, Dawson Ferguson, and 62, Gideon Ashley. The guards, number 55, Drew Whitlock, and number 68, Cam Rugg. The center, number 54, Luke Crane. Tight end, number 20, Chris Pearson. Wide receivers tonight, number 1, Devin Downs. Number 18, Noah Crane. Fullback, number 6, TJ Birch. Tailback, number 14, Shamarian Dismute. And your quarterback, number 7, J. Rob Breen.
On the defensive side of the ball, defensive end, number 11, Stephen English. The other defensive end, number 9, Cam Bagwell. Defensive tackle, number 90, Silas Ashley. At nose, number 93, Blake Franklin. Linebacker, number 23, Trey Birch. At the dog position, number 30, Kason Huggins. Linebacker, number 33, Connor Justice. At the corners, cornerback, number 5, Jalen Bush. The other corner, number 10, Nick Cooper. At safety, number 2, Sam Frazier. And at the other safety, number 8, Keenan Green.
That's your Panther starting lineup, brought to us tonight by Rick Breen's Rapid Lube. All right, everybody has trotted out. We're a little before 7 o'clock, so the officials are they'll huddle up at midfield. And William, tonight, it's just one of those nights that they're just fixing to get going, and really kind of a measuring stick for both teams. Probably the best competition either team has played thus far.
I think you're exactly right. It'll certainly be a measuring stick, I think, for us playing up with 5A. And like Coach Doty says, these are tough games, but these are the ones that pay dividends at the end of the year.
Yeah, I loved his quote today on the morning drive, and I'll probably butcher it, but they were talking to him about the schedule and asking questions about the difficulty of it. He said, look, people have complained about our schedule. It seems like some folks would rather go 11-2 and get beat out in the quarterfinals. And he said, but we've kind of gotten used to printing state championship T-shirts around here. I'm like, hey, that's the right perspective. And you go, I mean, I can remember days that, you watch teams in the playoffs, they go 10-0. And then make a first-round, second-round exit. It's like, man, what? We had all these expectations.
Well,
last year you go 6-4 and make the playoffs and run the table.
Run the table. And, it's kind of – that's the culture around here. You've said it many times. The culture and the standard has been set that you shoot for state championships. And, winning district is great.
Yeah.
But you want that big ring at the end, and that's what the standard is. And I've heard Coach Doty say that before. He said, there are some teams that they don't mind going 8-2 and exiting the second round. That's a successful year for them. It's not. That's the standard that's been raised here. And they want to maintain that. It's kind of like, once you get that standard, you see all that hardware in that locker room. That next team, they want to do the same thing. They don't want to be the one that comes up dragging at the end. So, I'm 100% with him on that.
I was talking to a friend of mine that graduated in '98. She'll remain nameless for this broadcast, but she was saying that she remembers days in Sterlington football where they would go like 4-6, 3-7. And then they would gather in the cafeteria at the old school and wait to see if they got a wild card at 3-7, and like leading it in and waiting, and it never came for over 20 years. Panthers missed, I believe it was 20 years, missed the playoffs, and now you missed the playoffs. Something really. Wrong.
Now you're looking at the PowerPoint saying, where are we in the bracket? I mean, that's where we are today. But I'm so grateful to Coach Ashley that got that standard started around here and continued on through Jason Thompson and Coach Doty as well. I think they're sticking to that 7 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah, they're holding off and trying to get everybody where they need to be. Well, definitely different days around Sterlington than what it used to be. And, this team with Ouachita, this is only the second time, and probably since the early 2000s, these two schools have gotten together. Last year, we talked about at the beginning of the broadcast, Panthers go down there, and really it was a night you'd like to forget. And I asked Coach Doty about that on the coaches show. I don't know if everybody caught that or not, but I asked him about that. Do you use that game last year as like, hey, momentum, or, as not momentum, motivation, or do you just kind of flush it and move on? And he says a little bit of both.
Yeah.
A little bit of both there. You kind of want to remember, hey, we didn't have a good showing last year.
And a lot of these guys, that for us, kids that are playing tonight, say kids, young men that are playing tonight, they were out there on that field.
Exactly.
So it's still fresh in their mind as well. So it's not like we had a senior-laden class and all of them are gone. I know a lot of these guys you'll see out here tonight, they were butting heads with Ouachita last year.
That's it.
And so, that revenge can come in pretty big in games like this.
Well, looks like we're finally going to get set. This first quarter brought to us by Arclatex Window and Door. Looks like number 84, Cam Gale, will get set to kick it away for the Lions. Back deep for the Panthers will be number 4, David Hickman, and number 6, TJ Birch. And the return game has been something that's gone really well for the Panthers the first 2 weeks of the season. And I know Coach Doty's anxious to see if we can keep that going tonight. All right, Arclatex Window and Door, first quarter, now set. Gale makes his approach. Be a high kick, going to come down right in the middle. Hickman will take it right at the 20, gets up in the wedge, and he's going to get to about the 26. And that'll be where the Panther offense will come out, 1st and 10. Really no chance on return there. Nice little sky kick right down the middle.
Yeah, they kind of neutralized the return on Sterlington. Ouachita did. That sky kick, they were able to get down the field, utilize that speed they have on the kickoff team, and they were able to get on Hickman before he could make any kind of move. As you said, the ball was at the 26-yard line, 1st and 10.
Panthers will come out in a formation they haven't shown this year, the Navy formation. Crane, the lone receiver to the far side, 3 backs in the backfield. Birch, Dismuke, and Stromile. J-Rob gets them set. Now under center. There's the snap. J-Rob's going to keep it. He's got a little bit of room around the outside. Make one man miss. And he'll get up to about the 32, maybe 31, be about a 4-yard gain, 2nd down.
A nice block by Chris Pearson on the outside, allowed Breen to cut up inside, get a few extra yards. Looks like they're going to give him 5 yards on that carry. That's a good way to start that series off. Ball's at the 32-yard line of the Panthers. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 when they break the huddle.
Looks like number 86, Sam Jansen, will check in at the tight end. Panthers set to go to a 2-tight formation. They quickly break the huddle up to the line. I formation. There's a snap. Be a quick give to Birch, and he'll push up to about the – looks like the ball is going to come out, and Ouachita is going to have it.
I saw the beanbag come out by the back judge there. I think what happened was the ball came loose in that scrum. I don't know that it hit the ground. They may have just taken it away from him.
So that'll be a turnover for the Panther offense, not the way you want to start. Now you give Ouachita the short field. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the Panther 25-yard line. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers and an H-back to the far side, one receiver to the near side. Connor and Dade in the backfield. Connor calls for it. They'll get a Panther to jump, and that's 5 more yards. Now we've got a penalty and a turnover to start, William. Got to shake those things off and get ready to play some football.
Yeah, that's kind of a repeat of what we saw last year. Almost identical. So that's going to move the ball down to the 20-yard line of the Panthers.
1st and 5 for the Lions. Connor gets them set. Same formation again. There's the snap. He'll give it to Dade up the middle. He finds some room, and he's across the 15 to about the 14. That'll be a Lion 1st down at about the, let's see where they put it down. I believe they're going to put it down right at the 14. 1st and 10.
Yeah, did a little leap over the line of scrimmage. Was able to get that 1st down.
1 receiver near side, 2 to the far in the gun for the Lions. Connor calls for it again. He'll give it to Dade, trying to find some room, and this time he won't find anything.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. Trey Birch came through. Yeah, Trey Birch came around, got him low. It's going to be no gain on the carry. Thought he got him behind the line of scrimmage, but they'll say no gain. They're going to have a 2nd down and 10. Again, that ball's at the 14. That's a nice job.
Yeah, Bagwell and Justice put him on the dirt. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far. Dade to the right of Connor in the backfield. Now they'll bring a man in motion across the formation. Lets him get set, calls for it. There's the snap. Connor's in the backfield. Give him trace. That's going to be intentional grounding, I believe.
It should be. There was not a receiver in the area. They were running a fly route on that far side. I believe that was Battle over there running a fly route. There we
is,
go.
Intentional grounding.
Absolutely.
Trey Birch did a great job of getting to him and not letting him get around.
Absolutely. It looked like he was going to get away. That's one thing we've talked about Birch. He has got speed, and he wasn't going to pull away from Birch. He was able to get his hands on that jersey, and then he was down. But a great job of Birch staying on him. That's a big-time loss.
Yeah, that'll move the ball all the way back to the 37-yard line.
That'll make it, and that's a loss of down, so that'll make it third down.
I'm going to go about 32.
Yeah, you got
to get to the 5.
Yeah.
3 receivers near side. This will be a Cartown third down for this Panther defense trying to get off the field. They'll bring pressure again. A little screen pass, and it's incomplete. Nice job by that Panther defense to hold. And that'll bring up fourth down and forever.
That was absolutely a great job on putting the pressure in there. You had Bagel and English, and you also had Brock Sutton in there. He could not get a good pass off because he had all the pressure in his face trying to get that screen play. Like you said, he was trying to hit Dade right over the middle and just overthrew the ball. That's a great job of Panthers taking advantage of that penalty on that intentional grounding and getting off the field.
This will be a Sterlington rehab fourth down. Lions get set to punt. Hickman back deep. He'll let it go. It'll come down right at the 11, and it's going to be down right at the 2-yard line.
My goodness, you couldn't have thrown that ball down there any better, could you?
And honestly, right there, I'm not so sure that you're not better off making the fair catch at the 11. But nonetheless, Panther offense will come out first and 10 at their own 2-yard line. 9:56 on the clock here in the Arklatex window and door first quarter. No score.
Key here is the Panthers have got to get them some breathing room on this first play.
Will be the Navy formation for the Panthers. There's the snap. Be a give to Hickman, trying to find some room on the outside, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Second down.
Yeah, I thought he had a chance to maybe break through. Got shoestring tackled. They gave him about a half a yard on that carry. It's going to set up a second down. It's called it a very long 9. Looks like
Sturdivant and Lingfeld check in on that offensive line.
Going into a heavy package here.
Will be a one-back set. J-Rob gets him set, back under center. There's a snap. Give straight ahead, and he'll get across the 5. Up to about the 7. We'll have a third down and 5 for that Panther offense.
Nice push up in the middle by the line. The interior of the line was able to get Birch in behind him. He picked up about 5 yards on that carry. So looking at a manageable third down and 5. The ball is at the 7-yard line of the Panthers.
Lone receiver to the far side will be Noah Crane. Navy formation behind J-Rob. Now brings the man in motion. That's Strohmile. Bad snap. Maybe a false start. And that'll back him up again.
That'll be half a distance to the goal. So that's going to put the ball on the 3. Should be 3.5-yard line. Now there's some discussion. Okay, yeah, they're going to mark it off.
Yep.
That was messed up from the very beginning.
Yeah, 3.5, so back. Call it third down, and we'll call it a long 8. And one of the things Coach Doty talked about was staying on schedule, and right now we're not on schedule. Man comes in motion. There's the snap. Quick toss out to Strohmile, and he's got a little bit of room. Makes one man miss. He's across the 10, up the far sideline. 20, 25, 30. Finally going to be shoved out of bounds. But that's a Downs Law Firm. First down for the Panthers.
Man, that was a great play. I tell you what, man, a little risky play. He tossed the ball back to Strohmile in the end zone. You want to make sure you get that catch. Nice job of Strohmile taking care of the ball and then taking it up the field. Made a couple of cuts. We've seen Strohmile do this. If you give him some room, he can really make some yardage out of it. So that takes the ball all the way down to the 31-yard line of the Panthers. First down and 10.
Panthers stay in the Navy. This time Hickman will check in for Xavier Strohmile. There's a snap. Quick give is to Birch again, and he's through. He's up to midfield, still fighting his way all the way into Lion territory at the 46-yard line. Downs Law Firm, first down.
That was some great blocking up front. Blocked down, and he was able to break through on that crease he got. Boy, that's a good job of Birch getting out into the open. Last man was able to drag him down, but not until he got into line territory at the 46-yard line. Be first down and 10 for the Panthers. 7:44 left in this first quarter, tied at 0.
I formation too tight. There's a snap. Quick give again to Birch, and he's up across the 40. Be a nice gain of about 6, second down.
Once again, nice job on that line of scrimmage.
Panthers are doing all kinds of personnel right now, William.
They are. They are running them in and out. That went in behind, looked like it was behind Ashley and Ferguson on that side. Did a nice job of moving the line of scrimmage. 6 yards on that carry. Second down and 4 for the Panthers at the 40 of the Lions.
3 backs behind Breen. Now a man comes in motion. There's a snap. Toss back. Looks like Panthers might have got a head start.
I think we had a little movement on that left side. It wasn't much, but just enough to catch attention. That'll move the ball back to the 45-yard line. That's going to set up a second down and 9 for the Panthers. Again, this is a point of emphasis from Coach Doty. I know these penalties, pre-snap things.
Well, the Panthers are doing a little bit out of character, something new. I won't say out of character, something new in that break the huddle real fast, go snap the ball. And somebody there got a head start.
Yeah, and we are having a lot of substitutions coming in on that line. You are right. You're right.
Panthers will go 1 back, 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far. There's a snap. Give to Birch, and he'll fight again, pick up the penalty yardage, and we'll have a third down, call it 3rd and 5 from the 41.
Going right in there behind Crane. Again, the Panthers are able to move that line of scrimmage. I'm liking what I see there. So that's going to set up, like you said, a 3rd down and 5. The ball is at the 41 of the Lions.
I formation again. Too tight for the Panthers. Noah Crane, the lone receiver to the near side. Birch and Hickman behind J-Rob. J-Rob under center. There's the snap. And he'll hand it, and he'll get.
Tell you, that one was not going anywhere. It looked like A.J. Washington got through. And
let me tell you what just happened. I believe they marked J-Rob down with the ball, but Birch had it.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you're giving up many yards. Which one you took?
About a yard there.
Yeah,
but
about a yard.
We've reached the LHSAA hydration timeout. Timeouts tonight brought to us by Prime Star Home Health. We'll take the break with them. 30 seconds. I'll be right back with more first quarter football.
Around here, family is more than just a last name. It's who you show up for. For generations, the Compton family and Arklatex Windows and Doors has stood by this community with honesty, hard work, and a handshake you can trust. Because every window we design, every door we assemble, isn't just about your house. It's about your home. Family owned, community rooted. Arklatex Windows and Doors, a family business built for your family.
Panther fans, we're back here in the Arklatex Window and Door first quarter. No score here between the Panthers and the Lions. 6 minutes to remain in this first quarter. And we took the hydration timeout, and I believe Ouachita may have just taken their first timeout. There's some discussion amongst the White Hat about whether or not they were ready. I would imagine they're not going to have to burn a timeout. That was kind of quick coming out of that full minute there. So,
and
we'll find out the next break what.
Yeah, I don't know that I saw that signal.
So we'll be 4th down. Panthers will bring the punting unit out. It will be number 13, Presley Park Smith, on to punt it away. This punt brought to us by First Baptist Church of Sterlington. Panthers get set. Parks takes it. And it'll be not a real good punt. It's going to bounce out of bounds at 31.
I'm not
That's
sure.
about a 10-yard punt.
Did they get a hand on that ball? You had pressure coming up the middle.
I don't see them celebrating like they did, but maybe they did because it was not it's only about a 10-yard punt. And I know right there you're really hoping to flip the field.
Yeah, you get a good punt, you want to at least get them inside that 15 to 10 yard line. I saw Coach Doty wasn't happy, so something was off kilter there. After all of it shook out, the Lions have the ball at their own 31-yard line, 1st down and 10.
2 receivers far side, 1 receiver and an H-back to the near side. Dade in the backfield with Connor. There's the snap. Going to be a quick out, and he's going to be tackled quickly. That's going to be Keenan Green and Cam Bagwell.
Yeah, that was a great job by Keenan Green to come up. Him and Bagwell recognized that pass was a now pass, came up immediately and made that stop. That's a good play by both of those guys. It's going to be a 2-yard loss on that play. Lions have a 2nd down and 12 at their own 29-yard line.
2 receivers near side, 1 receiver to the far side. Dade moves to the right of Connor in the backfield. Now calls for it. There's the snap. He drops straight back. Looking down the middle, trying to find some room outside. Now we'll take a shot, and he's got Waddell Clark.
Yeah, that's going to be
it's going to be pass interference.
Pass interference.
15 yards is better than what it was going to be.
I'll take that. Clark had gotten behind the coverage on that side. That's one of the things you get with Connor. He's going to move around. At first I thought he was fixing to take off. Panthers came up, forced the pass play. Unfortunately, Waddell Clark had gotten behind the coverage, and look, you got to just take the 15 yards.
The only thing
that.
I'm going to say there is you're already interfering. Go ahead and make sure he doesn't make that catch. He still had a chance there to get that ball.
Matter of fact, I thought he did.
Yeah.
Have the ball.
Yeah, so go ahead. Go ahead and take him out. You've already get the 15 yards.
Yeah.
And don't hurt the young man, but wrap that joker up.
Yep. I kind of thought I saw the "you can't see me" wave in front of his face. I'm like, did he catch that?
I thought he did for a moment.
So the Lions have the ball now at their 44-yard line, 1st down and 10.
2 receivers near side, Dade to the left of Connor. And we're going to jump off sides again. 5-yard penalty.
That's the 2nd time tonight.
Panthers just a little amped up. They're doing okay. A little amped up there. Get the 5 yards, so 1st and 5. Ball will move to the Panther 49-yard line. Be a tight formation to the right side. There's the snap. Give to Dade straight up the middle, trying to find some room. And he'll put his head down and get a Lion 1st down up to the 42-yard line.
My goodness, that was a heck of a tackle by Keenan Green. Just put his head down, and he kind of rolled Keenan Green, but he was able to get him down. Be 1st down and 10 for the Lions at the 42 of the Panthers.
Lions go quickly. This time it'll be 5 yards on the Lions. Trying to get those Panther defense to jump again. This time the Lions will move, so 1st and 15.
That'll back the ball up to the 47-yard line.
I believe that was Boyd for the Lions that jumped. And, William, his hair kind of reminds me of pictures I've seen of you in high school. Long, flowing locks back there.
Not quite. I had a great mullet, but it wasn't that long. Yeah, I wasn't allowed to have it out of my helmet that far. It stuck out a little bit, about 2 or 3 inches. That was about it.
2 receivers on H-back near side, 1 receiver to the far side. Dade now to the left of Connor in the gun. There's the snap. They're going to give it to Dade. He'll make a Panther miss, and now he'll run across the 40 to about the 39 where Bagwell will take him down, but it'll be a nice gain in 2nd down.
Yeah, he's working up in between the tackles on that one. Blake Franklin was able to get the initial contact on him, got him down low. Cam Bagwell came in, made sure he didn't get any further. Got the ball down to the 39-yard line of the Panthers. Lions are looking at a 2nd down and 7.
Tight formation to each side. There's the snap. Give to Dade, trying to find some room on that outside, and he won't find any.
Nice job of that defense closing up the running lanes on that play. Believe that was
English.
Yeah, English came from the backside from his defensive end position. Good job of pursuit on his part. That's what you want to see from that backside end coming down the line, making that tackle. Going to give him 1 yard on that carry. Looking at a 3rd down. Let's call it a long 6.
Cartown 3rd down for the Panther defense. 3 receivers near side. Dade calls for it. He's trying to find room down the middle, and not going to find any. Finally going to throw it out, and he'll overthrow it. And it'll be incomplete. Nice job by Trey Birch there with the coverage.
Hey, good job on both sides of that. Bagwell was holding that edge very well, and he had a blocker on him. And really, Connor was not able to get his man where he wanted him. Finally threw it downfield, overthrew him. That's a good job on both ends of that play. The Lions are looking at a 4th down and long 6. Looks like they're going to punt this ball back to the Panthers.
Hickman will stand at his own 10-yard line. Sterlington rehab 4th down. There's a snap. Panthers bring a little pressure. Nice job of getting a hand. And it'll be down. I believe they're going to have to mark that up above the 15. 16-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers at their own 16.
A little bit better position. 16 is still not where you want to be, but it's a lot better.
No, I'll tell you what, that last drive really, even though the Panthers, the punt wasn't that great, but Coach Doty preaches to this team as long as he's been here, end every drive with a kick, whether that's an extra point or a punt. We want to end every drive with a kick because it gives yourself a chance to play defense. And so they did that. They were able to get the ball back. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. 3:15 remain here in the Architects window and door first quarter. Navy formation for the Panthers. Crane, the lone receiver, set way out to the near side. Man comes in motion. There's a snap. Quick toss. Now trying to find some room outside, and he does. He's across the 20, 21, 25. Out of bounds. Going to be close to the 1st down. We'll see where they mark it. And I believe that is a Downs Law Firm. 1st down for the Panthers.
Once again, we see the speed that Stromile offers at that running back position. He was able to get around that edge. And once he gets around that edge, he can really start picking up some yardage. As you said, he got the ball down to the 28-yard line of the Panthers. Gives them another 1st down and 10. 3:08 left in this first quarter. Again, the game remains scoreless.
Navy formation again. Crane now goes to the far side, way outside. There's the snap. Quick give to Birch, and he's still running with another Downs Law Firm. 1st down across the 40-yard line.
Once again, going right up that middle. Nice job of J. Rob Breen recognizing that and handing the ball off. And that was just Birch being Birch, pulling the tackler along with him. Got the ball down to the 41-yard line of the Panthers. It'll be another 1st down and 10.
Panthers will have 3 wideouts, 2 receivers to the near side. That's Downs and Hickman. Crane, the lone receiver, to the far side. 2 backs behind Breen. There's the snap. Now Breen was going to lose the football. There's still a scrum for it.
I think
Panthers
both
fell on it.
I think the Panthers got on it first.
They do 2nd down.
Yeah, they're calling it 2nd down. That was really, really close right there. You had a line and a Panther right on top of that ball.
Be a 2-yard loss. Back to the 39, 2nd down 12. Yeah, there was a little bit of there was the exchange there between Birch and Breen. It looked like Breen was trying to keep it. Just in the mesh there, ball came out. Panthers fortunate to get that one back. Navy formation. Breen under center now brings Stromile in. It'll be a toss out again. He's looking for the convoy out front. He'll get around 1, but that'll be it. He'll pick up maybe a yard to the 39.
Yeah,
3rd down.
Yeah, the Lions did a much better job defending that play this time. That's the same play they ran down in the end zone. And Stromile was able to break that big run. This time they were able to close that running lane down for him. Couldn't get outside. So it's a no gain on that carry. 3rd down and 12 for the Panthers. Again, the ball is at their own 39-yard line.
Breen under center. Little freeze play. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far. Dismuke at the near wing. Birch behind J-Rob. There's a snap. J-Rob's going to roll out. Little screen pass. That was a pass. Should be incomplete. Yeah, it will be. There it is.
Whitehat's got it as an incomplete pass.
That was Berryman coming in a hurry on J-Rob.
And the difference there, you had Birch. He threw the ball at the feet of Birch. He was an eligible receiver, so there is no intentional grounding for that play. So as you said, we're going to end this one in a punt.
No, they're going to call intentional grounding.
Oh, you got to be kidding. Birch was right there. This is a terrible call.
So that ball will go back to around the 28-yard line.
All right.
It was a screen pass. I just don't think they saw Birch. I think they only saw a lineman.
Well, I know Birch is big, but he's not a lineman.
Actually, that ball is going to go back to the 25-yard line. Punt team will come on for the Panthers for this 4th down.
And I wouldn't, I don't know the exact rule on that because he was behind the line of scrimmage. I don't think that matters. Birch was he hit it at his feet. Yeah, he hit it at his feet.
Nonetheless, 4th and a long ways. Looks like Austin Hill will be on to punt for the Panthers. There's a snap. Hill will take it. He'll get it off. And it will take a Panther bounce. Nice job. Down to the 25-yard line. William, that's a 50-yard punt.
For the freshman.
For the freshman, Austin Hill.
Austin Hill.
Nice job there. You get way behind the chains and you're able to flip the field. So Ouachita will have it 1st and 10 at their own 25. 1:42 on the clock. No score.
That was a great job by Hill. He had pressure coming, too, and just kind of maintained his calm and cool back there and was able to get that ball. It was a great punt. Turned over.
Yeah.
Pretty much and took a great roll.
Yeah, Lions got pressure, but he did a nice job of just maintaining his composure and getting it away. Lions will come out. 2 receivers bunched to each side. Dade to the right of Connor in the backfield. Quarterback gets him set, now calls for it. Little freeze play. I believe that's number 6, Cam Williams, in the backfield with Dade. There's a snap, be a give. He's trying to find some room and wheel across the 30 up to about the 33. 2nd down.
He was able to get some running room there. Looked like Keenan Green was able to get in there and get him down. Not before he was able to get up to the 32-yard line. We'll set up a 2nd down and 3.
2nd down, 3. 2 receivers far side, 1 to the near. Man now comes in motion. There's the snap. There's the give, and Birch will take him down about the 33, 1-yard gain. It'll be a Cartown 3rd down coming up.
Man, it's almost like Birch was in the backfield to get him immediately. But good job, Birch, just coming in, shutting him down before he could really get started. Yeah, they gave him 1 yard on that carry. The ball's at their 33-yard line of the Lions. Be 3rd down and 2.
3rd down and 2. Cartown 3rd down for the Panther defense again. Lions trying to draw them off sides. Panthers do a nice job there of holding. It will be 2 receivers each side, set tight. Connor calls for it. There's the snap. He'll keep it straight ahead himself, looking for a lane, and he's got one. And he'll have the Lion 1st down up to the 43-yard line.
See, that was a good tackle by David Hickman. Looked like Connor might have a chance to break that thing wide open. And Hickman was really the last guy there on that side that could get him, and he did. Brought him down at the 43-yard line of the Lions. It's going to be 1st down and 10, 12 seconds on the clock and running in this 1st quarter.
Lions get set in the gun, bring a man in motion. There's the snap. Looking for somebody out in the flats. Panthers had a shot at him. Now Connor's going to take off. And it'll be caught. Nice play. Panthers had good coverage. Just a nice play there. 1st down at the 21-yard line. That'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. No score. We'll take 60 seconds to be back with 2nd quarter action in just a moment.
Fence Depot uses quality materials and has the expertise to give you the best service with the best price. They take pride in offering their customers a full selection of fencing options. For chain link, ornamental, vinyl, wildlife, and more, try Fence Depot in West Monroe. 318-331-4457. Fence Depot.
Come visit McDonald Land this summer and try Grimace Island's newest thick volcanic shake. So get the new Mount McDonald Land shake with one of 6 souvenirs when you order the McDonald Land meal.
Choose Primestar Home Health. We'll provide the best care for your patient or loved one. From managing chronic conditions to wound care and therapy, we specialize in a wide range of services. Primestar Home Health. We have the skill to heal and the spirit to care. Choose.
Panther fans, we're back for the Fence Depot second quarter. No score here between the Panthers and the Lions. The Lions do have it. 1st and 10 at the Panther 21-yard line to start the second quarter. Again, I want to give a special thank you to McDonald's, our premier sponsor, and our radio sponsor, Domino's Pizza Sterlington. Student section here at Panther Field, decked out in black. Student section brought to us by Craftsman Federal Credit Union, and they're trying to cheer their boys on right now. Shotgun formation. Cam Williams, the back, beside Connor in the backfield. One receiver near side, two to the far. Lions moving left to right. There's the snap. Play action pass, looking for a man over the middle. Overthrown, incomplete.
Nope, he caught it.
Did he really?
Yeah.
There's a glare on this window right here. That is a touchdown, Lions.
Initially it looked like it was going to be overthrown, and he was able to pop it with his lead hand
up
in the air, and he was able to bring it in. It was a great catch. I mean, no doubt about it. That's two.
So it's got you see that glare right there? I couldn't see.
Yeah.
I thought the ball went out the back of the end zone.
That's two circus catches in a row. Now, that's all for the game. They can't have any more circus
more
catches. But no, that's just a good play.
Will be a
part.
2-point try, and it's good. But we are going to have a flag on the play, I believe.
Probably either offside or a legal procedure. Somebody may not
be a legal procedure against the Lions. Try will be no good. They'll have to retry. So that'll move the ball back to about the 8-yard line. It looks like they will set up kind of swinging gate look again. This time we'll bring in the kicker to attempt the extra point. Lions get everybody set. There's the snap. Little low. Kick is up.
Wide left.
Wide left. So 11:55 remaining second quarter. Panthers 0, Lions 6. We'll take 30 seconds. Be right back with more Panther football.
While some banks focus on the now, Cross Keys looks toward the future, providing our customers with the latest and greatest in financial technology. But a bank is nothing without its people. While our competitors try to stay ahead of the curve, we are the curve, nurturing some of the greatest financial minds in the country. For what better represents the future of banking than the next generation?
Panther fans, we're back. Fence Depot's second quarter. Lions take a 6-0 lead, and we'll get you that Sparks Nissan Kia drive summary in just a moment for the Lions. Another sky kick. Sutton's going to take it right at the 21, trying to get up in the mesh. Finally will, and he's going to bounce it across the 30. He's still fighting his way up to about the 35. Nice return. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Their own 35-yard line. William, give us that Sparks Nissan Kia drive summary for the Lions.
It was 5 plays, 75 yards, minute 49 off the clock. 1-yard pass.
Number 1 to number 4.
Number 1 to number 4, that would be Connor
to Clark. 1st and 10 for the Panther offense as they come back out. One receiver near side will be Navy in the backfield. J-Rob brings the man in motion. There's the snap. Quick toss out again, trying to find a seam, and he'll get through up to about the 40, giving 5, second down.
Desmuke on the carry that time. Had a good block on that left side. Got the ball up to the 40-yard line of the Lions. So the Panthers are going to be looking at a 2nd down and 5.
Panthers taking their time in the huddle. And we'll come back out, same formation. Man comes in motion. There's a snap. Give to Birch. And he's going to push up to about the 44, be about a half yard short, 3rd down and short. But Williams is exactly what Coach Doty was talking about. This is staying on schedule.
Yeah, exactly. You want to be in short on 3rd down, manageable. And look, once again, we're getting a lot good push up front, because that time we were behind Ferguson, Whitlock, and Ashley. Looked like, and was able to push that ball up to the 40, 44 and a half.
Two of the biggest defensive tackles you'll see, Cam Allen and Dylan Berryman. That's about 650 pounds of meat right in the middle for the Lions.
That's a lot.
2-tight formation. There's a snap. Give to Birch, and he's got the Downs Law Firm first down up to midfield.
Yeah, once again, nice job going in behind Cam Rugg and Luke Crane getting up off that ground as well. But Birch was able to push that ball up to midfield, and you're right. It's like Coach Doty said, you get in those 3rd and 4, you can do something with that.
Yeah.
It's when you get in that 3rd and 9, which that generally you're going to have penalties are causing that. But first down and 10 at midfield for the Panthers.
Panthers stay in the Navy formation. Crane now goes to the far side, and he goes way out to the numbers. Man goes in motion. That's Dismuke. There's a snap. J-Rob looking. He's got a man. That's Chris Pearson. He makes the catch. 20, 15, 10, 5. No flags. Touchdown, Panthers.
Talk about busted coverage. Wow. I mean, Pearson was like 15 yards behind the nearest line. Great play design there is all I can tell you. That was a good job. J-Rob Breen settled in. And Pearson, he showed those basketball hands, didn't he? He stuck him out there.
Love seeing that young man have success.
Yeah,
Great
man,
job.
he grabbed it out of there. It wasn't anything cradle, but good job of Pearson punching the ball in.
That's a touchdown brought to us by the law offices of Street and Street. Well, William Line will come on to attempt the extra point. This extra point brought to us by First Baptist Church of Sterlington. J-Rob to hold. There's a snap, kick, and J-Rob's going to roll out. Got to fire. He throws it. And it is caught for the 2-point conversion.
I believe that's number.
That's Noah Crane.
Is that Noah Crane?
No, Connor Justice. Connor Justice, correct?
Man, look, he intercepted the ball last week. Gets him a 2-point conversion here. That wasn't a fire play, I don't think. I think that was designed from the beginning.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, it didn't look like – I just did not see – where that was going to – I think that was planned.
We're going to say it was anyway. I'm with you. We're gonna vote that was schemed.
Yeah,
it looked like a good snap. J-Rob Hamlin, he just naturally just rolled out.
I can tell you, William Lyons, a freshman, and if he was that calm, cool, and collected on a busted fire play, he's got my vote for keeping that job.
Nice
but I really
job.
think that was designed the whole way. And Connor Justice is not who you think is going to be running across the back of the end zone.
9:46 remains here in the Fence Depot's second quarter. Panthers take the lead 8-6. William Line will come on to kick it away. I would expect a sky kick towards this near sideline. Nice sky kick coming down near sideline. There's some confusion. Nice job there by Sam Frazier. But the Lions able to hang on to it. I thought that ball might come out, but Sam did a good job of making him earn that possession.
Yeah, Sam was there to make sure that it stopped right there. I tell you what, R.J. Brown was on that upper line, and he backed up to catch that ball. You know, the rule of thumb has always been you don't back up for that. You let that line behind you come up and make that catch. Lucky he didn't fumble that ball because he reached
up. That was a great
up.
sky kick, too.
Yeah,
William did a great job.
Perfect kick by Line. So the Lions have this ball at their own 33-yard line, first down and 10 with 9:45 left in this second quarter.
That sky kick brought to us by First Baptist Church of Sterlington. Lions have 2 receivers to the far side, 1 receiver near side. H-back also set to the far side. Dade back in to the right of Connor. Now goes in motion. There's the snap. Connor looking out. He's got a man to be overthrown, incomplete.
Yeah, he was trying to hit
Jalen Bush there with the coverage. I believe that's number 2, Seneca Battle, that it was intended for.
Actually, Seneca Battle is number 8. There's 2 number 2s, and I don't know which one is which.
Well, Dylan Johnson's the defensive one.
Ah, there it is. Whitlock. No, it's Kevin Whitlock. But just overthrew him. Jalen Bush was there in coverage. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Lions at their own 33-yard line.
2 receivers far side. There's the snap. This time Dade will keep it, and he's not going to get away from Trey Birch. Tackle for loss at 30-yard line.
What a job by Trey Birch. Came off that right side, and it looked like he may try to, it was going to get around him. Birch said, no, you won't. Wrapped him up around the waist and dropped him. That's the kind of play Connor usually busts out to the outside. Super job by Trey Birch. That's going to be a 2-yard loss, 3rd down and 12 for the Lions.
Cartown 3rd down for the Panther defense. Ball's at the Lion 31-yard line. 9 minutes remain here in the Fence Depot 2nd quarter. Play clock down to 3, 2, 1. Lions will take a timeout. This timeout brought to us by Prime Star Home Health. They'll take the break. We'll take it with them. Be right back with more Panther football in 30 seconds.
Sterlington Rehabilitation Hospital and Rural Health Clinics offers inpatient and outpatient services. And they're now offering LSVT Big treatment to those suffering from Parkinson's disease. They're seeing many documented improvements in patients, such as faster walking with bigger steps, improved balance, better movement in the torso, and a reduced risk of falling. They're LSVT Big certified. Please come by and see one of their certified clinicians today.
Panther fans, welcome back in. 3rd down and 12 for the Lions here in the Fence Depot 2nd quarter. Panthers lead 8-6 with 8:55 on the clock. Ball is at the Lion 31-yard line. One receiver near side. Trying to get everybody lined up. 2 receivers far side, 1 to the near. Dade to the right of Connor. Now the man goes in motion. There's the snap. Connor looking for the screen pass. And he's not going to get it. That'll be another loss on the play. I believe that's big Silas Ashley that knocked him down.
That was Silas Ashley, but you also had, looked like Franklin in there as well. You had a couple of Panthers in there that forced the issue. He was going to have to cut around him, and Silas Ashley was able to come across down that line of scrimmage and make the tackle. That's what we've seen out of Ashley.
Huge
He works
play there on 3rd down.
Yeah, that's a huge play. He's been working his way down the line of scrimmage on these defensive plays of his. Good job by the defense.
Hickman will drop back for this Sterlington rehab 4th down after Panthers hold on that Cartown 3rd down. There's the snap. He'll get it away. Hickman, nice job. Fooled the coverage team, but the ball will bounce back to the 30-yard line. So Panther offense will come out 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ben, that was a big stand by that defense.
Absolutely.
Really was. I tell you, the defense has been making plays tonight when they need to, and getting the ball back in the hands of that offense. They'll have it at their own 30-yard line. The Panthers will be 1st down and 10. 8:03 left in the 2nd quarter. Panthers up 8-6.
Dismuke, Birch, and Stromile behind J-Rob in the Navy formation. J-Rob making some checks to the line. Now goes under center. There's the snap. Be a quick give to Birch. He'll get about 2. 2nd down.
Right at the teeth of that defense. They would just kind of dive over the pile. They gave him just a little over a yard on that carry, so the Panthers are going to be looking at 2nd down and a long 8 from their own, just outside their own 31-yard line.
Panthers go I formation 2 tight. There's the snap. Counter give to Hickman, trying to find some room, and he's through up to the 40-yard line. I believe he got across the Downs Law Firm. 1st down to the 41.
Great counter block up front. Able to get that seam set up for Hickman. He had plenty of running room in between those tackles there. Great job. Get that ball down to the 41-yard line. It's going to be a 1st down and 10 for the Panthers.
First and 10, the 41, 7-12 remain here in this Fence Depot second quarter. Panthers still lead 8-6. One back formation, overload to the far side. J-Rob makes the check. There's the snap. The give will be to Birch, and he'll dive ahead to about the 45, giving 4, second down.
I tell you what, Ben, I don't know how there's not a line offside. I mean, I swear it looks like those helmets are touching on that line of scrimmage. You know, we got overload on one side. It's pretty obvious we're fixing to run the ball. Man,
and William, I just noticed big A.J. Washington just trotted off. That was 3 300-pounders on that defensive line that time.
Golly.
2 receivers out wide, near side, 1 to the far, under center, J-Rob. 2 backs behind him. That's Birch and Dismuke at the wing. Little freeze play. Now J-Rob goes back under center. There's the snap. Quick give. J-Rob is going to keep it. And he'll get maybe 6 inches, and that'll be a third down.
I was going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage there. I thought Birch had the ball. That's probably your safer bet. So it's going to be no gain on that carry. Be third down and 6.
And we are at the second LHSAA hydration timeout. This timeout brought to us by Prime Star Home Health. They'll take the break. Let's take it with them. Be right back in 30 seconds.
Neither snow-capped mountains nor puddles of water, nor unexpected detours with a 20-foot drainage pipe can stop the ruggedly capable Telluride X Pro from getting you to your dinner reservation on time.
Okay.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Panther fans, we're back here in the Fence Depot second quarter. We've reached the 6-minute mark, which means we've taken our second LHSAA mandated hydration timeout. Panthers have it third down and 6 at their own 45-yard line here in the Fence Depot second quarter, leading 8-6. 2 receivers set near side, 1 receiver to the far side, and a wing and Birch behind J-Rob. There's the snap. Ball's out. And it's going to be picked up by Ouachita.
Don't know what happened there. Almost looks like Breen didn't have a good handle on the ball coming out from under center.
Yeah, I'm not. Something happened from the snap to the right where he's fixing to hand it off. So Panther defense will come out. Ouachita will have a short field again at the 37-yard line.
You know, coming out of a timeout like that, you'd figure the ball had been wiped down. I wouldn't expect it to be slick or anything like that. But the Lions have it at the Panther 37-yard line, 1st and 10.
They've got 2 receivers out wide, near side. Connor calls for it. He'll give it straight ahead. Get across the 35 up to about the 33, and it'll be second down for the Lions.
Yeah, went right in between the tackles. I believe that's going to be Franklin getting up off the bottom of that pile along with Bagwell. Picked up 3 yards on the carry. Lions are looking at a second down and 7 from that Panther 34-yard line.
1 receiver to each side. There's a snap. Dade's going to keep it himself in that middle, trying to find some room. And he's not going to find any. Nice job by a host of Panthers. I'm not sure who the first man was, but nice job.
Yeah, I couldn't see. They got there. So I think it was probably Bagwell. It was on that end, probably set that edge. But I saw Franklin getting in there as well.
No gain.
And I see Connor Justice walking back to I tell you, that was just a great job of them swarming to the ball. Picked up 1 yard on that carry. It's going to be third down and 6 for the Lions at the Panthers 33.
Cartown third down for that Panther defense again. Trying to draw someone off sides. A little freeze play. Panther defense doesn't bite this time. Panthers show a little pressure. Now drop back. Man comes in motion. Snaps high, but Connor's going to be able to handle it. He's trying to get outside, and he's not. Guess who it is?
I would say that's got to be Trey Birch. Well, that whole snap disrupted the play.
And I'll be honest with you, the high snap made me nervous because that's the kind of play that a guy like Connor can take nothing and turn it into
everything. Yeah. Next thing you know, he's running up the sideline. But I tell you what I did like. Not only did Birch stop, But you saw a couple of the other Panthers, they broke down ready for him.
Yep.
Didn't go after him. So it's going to be 4th down and 6 for the Lions at the Panther 33-yard line.
They will go for it. Sterlington rehab 4th down for the Panther defense. Connor calls for it, drops back, looking for a man. Steps up across the middle, and it's incomplete. Nice job by that Panther secondary with the coverage, and that's a turnover on downs. Turnovers tonight brought to us by David Bryant, your local Sterlington realtor.
Yeah, that was really a nice job by the defense. Little pressure coming in on Connor, but not enough to affect the pass play. He just overthrew his receiver. I mean, he had Seneca battle coming across. Keenan Green was there. I mean, it was going to be a contested pass, but a nice job by the Panthers to get off the field. And you know what? We didn't do our scoring summary. Let me get that.
Oh, go
Would
ahead.
you like me to?
Sparks Nissan Kia scoring summary from a moment ago.
5 plays, 65 yards, 158 off the clock. 50-yard touchdown pass from Rob Breen to Pearson.
3:45 on the clock. I formation for the Panthers. There's a snap. Counter pass. J-Rob drops out. Now takes a shot. Downs is looking for it. Surely there's going to be a flag on the play. He had all over his jersey.
Nope.
Ball will fall incomplete. I'm not sure what the referee was looking at.
I don't know. He was draped all over him. And look, Coach Doty is letting that line judge have it.
You got to be better than that.
Absolutely.
You got one job back there. There's only 2 men in the area. But pass will fall incomplete, 2nd down.
Yeah, that I mean, he was hanging all over him. Unfortunately, it looks like he took a bang to the back of the head, when he came down on that turf. I guess that's probably what the situation is.
Will be an injury timeout. We'll keep it here. Panther offense will have it 2nd down and 10. The ball will be at their own 33-yard line. Looks like that'll be number 2, Dylan Johnson for the Lions. They've got him sitting up. They'll get him checked out. I'll say this for Ouachita and for Sterlington, 2 of the best athletic trainers in the area. Of course, Ouachita's longtime guy, Philip Shaw is their guy and has done a great job over there and really is one of the – I go back to – he's been there since we had old Paul Vaughn here at Sterlington. And
you are going back some years
those 2 guys – I believe had a pretty good relationship. If not, Doc will call me and tell me later. But I'm pretty sure had a pretty good relationship.
Yeah.
And both have did a great job. And then Anna Wigley, in her time here, has done a great job for Sterlington, taking care of our guys week in and week out. In the last few weeks, we've even joked about Anna. She's had to take care of some of the opposing player teams. And so
because
I told her to send me her Venmo for times like that when you got to go help somebody else.
Yeah.
Let's get a little tip action for Anna.
Tell you what.
Well, they've got him up and off. They'll get him checked out. 2nd down and 10 for the Panther offense. 3:38 remain here in the Fence Depot 2nd quarter. Panthers coming up to half. We'll have the Prime Star Home Health halftime show, and Will and I will step away for about 10 minutes, let you watch the halftime show. Panthers and the ladies that do their dance, and we'll get them set. Counter give will be to Hickman, trying to find some room, makes a cut. He's across the 40, up across the 45. Downs Law Firm, 1st down to the 47-yard line.
Nice counter block. Saw Whitlock in there. Ferguson, I believe, but boy, good job of Hickman seeing the seam, taking it, and avoiding a couple of tackles, and was able to get the ball down for a 1st down. The ball is at the Panther 47, 1st down and 10. That clock continues to run at 3:19 in the 2nd quarter.
2 tight eye formation. There's the snap. Quick give will be to Birch. He'll pick up a block. Now he's got Downs off on 1st down, make a man miss. And he's across the 30, still running up to the 25-yard line. Big gain for TJ Birch.
What a run by Birch. Once he got into the secondary, you thought they had him, then he gets around him. He does a little sidestep. What a job by a big man like Birch. Man, that's a great run by him. Finally undercut him at the 25-yard line, and I believe the Lions must be calling a timeout.
They will call a timeout. Prime Star Home Health timeout. We'll keep it here. And William, right there with TJ, just showing he's an athlete.
He is.
A lot of times fullbacks, you think back to old school fullbacks. I go back, this will take you back a little bit. I've been watching the Cowboys documentary on Netflix, watching guys like Moose Johnson. You remember Moose?
Oh, yeah.
The big guy down there from Tampa Bay. Those guys were just big, bulky fullbacks, and they had one job. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, just straight ahead.
Your main job was let the star run the ball, and you clean that corner.
Clean it up for Emmett.
Yeah, you just clean that hole out. Whoever steps in there, they're going to get an earful.
You were short yardage for sure and blocking machines. But TJ, he's shown, last week with a kickoff return, and then right there, making some guys miss, stiff arming, and then he's so strong.
Well, you have to look at where all this started. It started around the 45-yard line, so you can say TJ got a good 15, 20 yards just on his ability to be agile in the run.
Too tight formation for the Panthers. One back. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line of the Lions. J-Rob goes under center. There's the snap. He'll keep it this time around the outside. Going to fight his way up to the 20. Give him, I think they're going to say the 21. Give him 4.
Yeah, J-Rob did a good job on the fake. They bit on the fake handoff. Gave him 4, like you said. The ball is just inside the 21-yard line of the Lions. It's going to be, let's call that, really it's going to be 2nd down and a long 5.
Yeah, just inside the 21-yard line. Got to get to the 15-yard line. 2nd down, 2:28 and counting here in the Fence Depot 2nd quarter. Panthers lead 8-6. Man goes in motion. There's a snap. Quick give is to Birch. He's still fighting his way. I believe he's going to have a Downs Law Firm 1st down up to the 14-yard line, and the Panthers are in the Ron Bush State Farm red zone.
He just refused to go down. He went in right behind Crane and looked like Ferguson as well, and I believe that was Cam Rugg in there also, but I just went up the middle. He just refused to go down. He was just stomping on people till he got down to the 14-yard line. So that's going to set up a 1st down and 10 for the Panthers at the line 14.
3 backs for the Panthers. 1st and 10 at the 14. J-Rob under center. Man comes in motion. There's the snap. Did we fumble it again?
No, we should have had an illegal procedure. You had 2 men in motion at the time. I don't see a flag, but I'm going to tell you what happened. You had TJ take off.
Yeah, he was a little early.
It was that just got
Panthers
very
get away
fortunate.
Wasn't there. 2nd down. I thought the ball came out.
No.
So I'm glad it didn't. 2nd down and 10.
No, you had a motion man coming and TJ jumped. We've talked about that last couple of weeks, but no gain.
There's a fine line between great reaction and jumping false start. Same formation again. Man goes in motion. There's the snap. Toss back to Dismuke. He's got blockers out front. He's at the 5. And he's going to be inside the 2-yard line out of bounds. Downs Law Firm 1st and goal for the Panthers.
Tell you, the Panthers have had pretty good success with that little toss play, but that's a heck of a job getting around that end. Good blocks up front. Looked like he was going to get in. The Lions were able to knock him out right.
He's at the 1.
At the 1-yard line. Oh, good. At first, it looked like he was setting up at the 3. So the Panthers have it 1st and goal at the 1.
And there's a lot of meat in the middle, but Panthers go 1 back. TJ behind J-Rob. There's the snap. We're going to have a flag on the play.
I don't know. We're about to find out. I didn't see a flag, but
offsides against Ouachita, half the distance, moving from the 1 to the 18-inch line.
Give us that 18 inches, man. I want it. I'll tell you.
William, again, this is the meat of this Ouachita line right there. You're looking at well over about 1,200 pounds.
Exactly.
That's that's a half ton, but it's still.
Well, you take the linebackers and throw them in there, you get close to a ton up in there. Now,
that's meat across the front, but we'll go 1 back again.
I say we just do the tush push right here.
There's a snap. And Ouachita is getting in the backfield. 1 minute remains here, 1st and goal, no gain. And that's a challenge trying to get that right now. Ouachita's filling up all those gaps across the front.
Actually, I'm not sure we didn't lose some yardage on. We did. We lost that 18 inches. So we're looking at 2nd down and goal from the 1-yard line. Now you have Crane. Looks like Crane and Desmuke checked in. So we're going to do something. And Strohmile's in the backfield as well. So we're going to do something a little different
here. We're going to go back to the Navy formation. Dismuke and Strohmile check in. Man in motion. There's the snap.
They're saying he didn't get in. No, there's the.
No, it's a hand up. Going to mark him short, just short of the goal line. Panthers will take the timeout. Prime Star home health timeout. It'll be 3rd down and about an inch when we come back in 30 seconds for more Panther football.
Ready to sell? Ready to buy? Call David Bryant, your local Sterlington Realtor. David's dedication to his clients is unmatched. He'll listen to your needs, answer your questions, and guide you through every step of the process. Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, David has the expertise to make your real estate dreams a reality. Licensed in Louisiana, each office independently owned and operated. David Bryant, your local Sterlington Realtor.
Panther fans, we're back. Fence Depot, second quarter. Panthers have it 3rd and goal, and that ball is sitting about an inch off the goal line.
I don't see how he didn't get in. There's 19 seconds left till halftime. So obviously what you want to do.
Sometimes against the defense, it's easier to get 10 yards than 3 inches.
And
right now, you just Ouachita's defensive line is so tight, and they're coming across. You mentioned, maybe having somebody just stick the ball over, but I'm telling you, that'd be a big honey bun to some of them boys across the front. They may take it. And
That's true.
J-Rob goes under center, Navy formation. There's the snap. This time they'll try the left side. He's got to be in.
Yeah, he's laying across the goal line now. There it is, touchdown.
Just a delayed call by the near judge, but that's a touchdown. Panthers brought to us by the law offices of Street and Street.
I will say this: we do have the advantage of height up here. I guess when you're down there on that goal line, you kind of lose them in that mass of humanity, as we like to say.
Right.
So, but we could see that Birch was clearly laying across the goal line. So it's 14-6 now. William Lyon comes out for the extra point.
Panthers will get set to kick it away, or to try the extra point. This extra point brought to us by First Baptist Church of Sterlington. They come across to get set. There's a snap, nicely handled. Kick is up, and William does what he's supposed to. It's good with 12 seconds remaining first half. Panthers 15, Lions 6. We'll keep it here. And William, don't know that you could draw it up any better. You got the ball there to start this drive with 3:45 on the clock. You take off 3 minutes and 33 seconds, march it all the way down. Got a little iffy there inside the one, but on third down, you don't have to get to fourth down. You go third down, get your play call, give it to T.J. Birch, and one more time, get that 6 inches and score.
Well, if nothing else, those few plays inside the Ron Bush red zone, we were able to burn some more of that clock. So you got 12 seconds left on the clock. The big thing is, if you remember, the Lions went forward on fourth down, threatening.
Yeah.
On our end of the field, we were able to stop them on that fourth down, and we take the ball down the field and score. So that's a big swing in momentum as well.
Absolutely. Panther defense standing strong here in this first half. 12 seconds to go to get us to halftime. William gets set to kick it away. This kick brought to us by First Baptist Church of Sterlington. Lyons makes his approach. Another sky kick over towards this near side. It's going to be taken, and he'll step right out of bounds around the 36-yard line.
So no time comes off the clock. The Lions will have it at their own 36-yard line with 12 seconds left in the half. Again, the Panthers just added another score, 15-6.
Again, you're listening
to give you this
give
drive.
us that Sparks Nissan Kia drive summary.
10 plays, 67 yards, 3 minutes, 33 seconds off the clock. 1 yard touchdown run by T.J. Birch.
Panthers, you're listening to the YouTube broadcast brought to us by McDonald's. If you're joining us on 92.3 FM The Ranch, this radio broadcast made possible by Domino's Pizza of Sterlington. Ouachita gets set in the gun again. Connor takes it. He's going to give it to Daters, trying to find some room outside. Birch got held, but no call there. Panthers falling down. Got one man to beat, and he'll finally be knocked out of bounds as time expires. Panther defense bent, but did not break, and that will be, I believe, the final play of the first half.
Thank goodness for Frazier. Frazier was able to push
we got
him
a
out.
stoppage, William. Let's see what's.
They're complaining, saying there's 1 second left on the clock, but when he pushed him out of bounds, that clock changed over. They're going to give him a second, I bet you.
They will put 1 second back on the clock. So the Lions will have one play from the 13-yard line. They will attempt the field goal, I believe. Ball will come out. Cam Gale will come on to attempt the field goal. Be a 30-yard field goal here at the end of the half. There's the snap. Timeout, Sterlington. Doggone. Burks was fixing to block that one.
Yeah.
Timeout, Sterlington. Prime Star Home Health timeout. We'll keep it here. And
I'll say this. I was watching that clock when he pushed him out. It looked like it had rolled the 3 eggs across there.
Yep.
But anyway, it is what it is at this point.
Yeah, somebody had their eyes on the clock because I did not.
I was, as soon as he hit him, I looked over there and that thing went from 1 to 0s. But Sam Frazier, thank goodness.
Yeah.
That's a touchdown saving tackle.
All right, we'll try it again. 1 second on the clock here to end the Fence Depot second quarter. Lions will get it when we come out second half. The holder will be Cody Nelson for Ouachita. Cam Gale, the kicker. The Lions weren't even set.
And he made it.
It's going to be good, but nobody was set across that offensive line. That's impressive. All right, well, that'll be the final play. Panthers 15, Lions 9 after 1.5 of play. We'll take about a 10-minute break. Let you catch the band and the girls dancing in a few moments here for the Prime Star Home Health halftime show. William and I will be back in just a little bit.
Tired of battling weeds and patchy grass? Sure Enough Greens got you covered. From weed control, fertilizer, irrigation, aeration, and tree and shrub treatment, Sure Enough does it all to keep your lawn looking its best. Need your yard clean? Call Sure Enough Green. Spraying solutions that work.
What do you do after an awesome night of Panther football? You bring on the bowling for the 5th quarter. Bayou Bowl is the official 5th quarter sponsor of Sterlington Panther football. Just right down the road and on the right is where you'll find all the 5th quarter action. Yummy snacks and cold drinks from Alligator's Grill is inside Bayou Bowl and open 7 days a week. It's the perfect place to celebrate a Panther victory. So come on, join us at Bayou Bowl after every game for the official 5th quarter. Got a lot of stuff? We've got the space. With 2 convenient locations, let Ashley Storage keep your stuff safe. In Monroe and Sterlington, Ashley Storage is where our customers are treated like family.
Meet Dave. Dave has a problem. He has way too much stuff and not enough room to store it. As Dave searches, he comes across Ashley Storage. Give us a call or check out our website at ashleystorageofsterlington.com.
Around here, family is more than just a last name. It's who you show up for. For generations, the Compton family and Architects Windows and Doors has stood by this community with honesty, hard work, and a handshake you can trust. Because every window we design, every door we assemble isn't just about your house. It's about your home. Family owned, community rooted. Architects Windows and Doors, a family business built for your family.
Craftsman Federal Credit Union serving our members with their financial needs. Waiting for interest rates to fall? Why wait? Craftsman Federal Credit Union can get you in the vehicle you want today at rates where you can enjoy the ride. Become a member today and see the difference at Craftsman Federal Credit Union, with 2 locations to serve you in Bastrop and Sterlington, or visit us at craftmanfcu.com. Local people helping local people since 1953.
Fence Depot uses quality materials and has the expertise to give you the best service with the best price. They take pride in offering their customers a full selection of fencing options. For chain link, ornamental, vinyl, wildlife, and more, try Fence Depot in West Monroe. 318-331-4457. Fence Depot.
Community banking is not just what we do.
It's ingrained in who we are. It's our mission to serve our community.
By providing a banking experience you can trust.
We offer financial solutions
to help our region thrive.
Personal hometown service.
We look for opportunities
to strengthen the neighborhoods in which we work and live.
Rooted in the community.
We support our families, our neighbors, and our friends.
We are Marion State Bank.
And have been for 100 years.
Visit McDonald Land this summer and try Grimace Island's newest thick volcanic shake. So get the new Mount McDonald Land shake with one of 6 souvenirs when you order the McDonald Land meal.
While some banks focus on the now, Cross Keys looks toward the future, providing our customers with the latest and greatest in financial technology. But a bank is nothing without its people. While our competitors try to stay ahead of the curve, we are the curve, nurturing some of the greatest financial minds in the country. For what better represents the future of banking than the next generation?
For over 50 years, Cartown has been servicing Northeast Louisiana, and the Sterlington Panthers have been a huge part of our growth. And for that, Cartown Tires and Service would like to say, go Panthers!
Panther fans, welcome into the Prime Star Home Health Show. We're getting set toward the second half. Panthers lead 15-9. In a first half that was about as good a football as you could have hoped for tonight. And Panther defense stood strong, gave up 78 yards rushing, 54 yards, 1 touchdown, and a field goal. And, William, I don't know that if you're Coach Doty, Coach Tannehill, I don't know that you could have asked for much more from your defense.
Yeah, I think the defense has played extremely well tonight as far as getting pressure. But one thing we can say, they've kept Connor in the pocket. I mean, he's not really hit us with his legs tonight. His passing game has been off. Yeah. But yeah, what else can you say? I think they've done a great job. They've been in coverage. The pressure's been there. Trey Burch has had a big game on the defensive side of the ball. But you've also seen Cam Bagwell continuing what he does, along with Stephen English as well. But you get a good contribution from that middle of that defensive line too. Yeah, and I think if you had to give a story for the first half, Panthers had 2 big fumbles. First drive of the game, you're trying to figure out what's going to be working, what you're looking at, and you put the ball on the ground. Ouachita takes over, and but your defense steps up, and we don't give any points up right there. And you're thinking, well, okay, maybe we'll be okay. Yeah. And then another drive lost on another fumble. I recognize that face. Yeah. But then the penalties, 6 penalties for 40 yards. And, one of those, we go back to at least one of those that, is a penalty you'll accept. You got beat in coverage, you interfered, but that kept the touchdown from happening or the big play from happening. So sometimes you'll take, if you make a mistake, and one of the ways you can make up with that in pass coverage is take the penalty. 15 yards is a whole lot better than the big play or the touchdown. The jumping off sides for the defense a little bit, you got to clean that mess up, and then false starts, obviously. You got to clean those up. But really, other than that, not anything real major penalty-wise. I can't say that any of them have cost us anything at this point. Is the thing. Well, and we had the I forgot about the intentional grounding, which again was maybe not. We'll let somebody else look at that. But Panthers offensively, outside the turnovers, 31 carries for 170 yards tonight. That's a pretty good first half for that Panther offense. And I'll tell you what, when you look at the defensive front for Ouachita, you would have to say that's a win for us. Yeah. Because, you talk about you've got a major D1 commit sitting right in the middle of that defense. You're talking about Dylan Berryman. Yeah. Like I said, he's a big man. And then they were also bringing in
Cam Allen, number 99, and then 77, right. A.J. Washington, who – Washington and Berryman were their 2 guys last year. They made the move with Washington over to the offensive side to play center, but they picked up Cam Allen from Carroll, and so he comes in and fits nicely. That's 3 guys over 300 yards. Yeah. 300 pounds, in the middle right there.
Yeah. So, I'm very pleased with what the Panthers have done tonight. I mean, we're sitting on a 15-9 lead. I hate that they were able to slip in that field goal at the end of that. The deal you get there, we had a 2-possession game at that point because of 9 points. They do receive the kick to start the second half. So.
Yeah, and you really had a chance to make a play on the guy with about 4 seconds on the clock up around the 40-yard line, and somebody's feet just come out from under him, and he's able to pick up 30 more yards.
Exactly.
But they get the kick, and so here we are, 15-9. Ouachita will receive. But I would think if you're the coaching staff right now, man, you got to like where you are. Defense, come out, get us a stop, and let's go back to work with the offense.
Yeah, exactly. And as you said, we're in this Navy formation. We don't run that a whole lot. I mean, we did it last year, but I don't imagine Ouachita really expected to see that.
And I'm not sure that they thought that we would use as much personnel as we have. I mean, you're probably seeing on the offensive line, you're probably seeing 7, 8 different guys coming in the mix. And I like that for longevity. Young guys getting some experience and ready to roll on that. So, I think you got to like where you are. And at this point, just keep –
well, you know what's kind of neat about this game, too? When you look at what we've done, a lot of this is that old Panther football. You know, a lot of it's just our run game has ground out the clock on a lot of this as well. Now, we've had some good strikes down the field. I mean, J-Rob's had that great
2
pass.
of 3. Yeah, that shot from J-Rob to Chris Pearson, I think it's going to be a moment you look back like, hey, that was a big play because J-Rob did not have time to set his feet, but Pearson had cleared the defense and then secured the catch. That's always number one when you're that wide open, secure the catch. But then sense enough to go. And outran the defense to the end zone.
I guess what made me a little nervous is when he reached up for the ball. I mean, I almost wanted him to cradle it in, but hey.
Catch with them hands.
Whatever works. That's the theory. If you catch with your hands, you got 2 shots at it because you sort of bobble it, you can bring it back in.
Go back to the touchdown for Ouachita when the ball looks overthrown and Clark's able to tip it up to himself and then secure it.
Exactly.
So, Panther fans, that's going to do it for the Prime Star Home Health Halftime Show. And we are set now to begin the third quarter. Third quarter brought to us by Cross Keys Bank. William Lyon will come out to kick this away as we get set to start this second half. Ball whistle has now been blown and is in play. William gets everybody set. And he'll make his approach. This kick brought to us by First Baptist Church of Sterlington. Another sky kick near side. Going to come down right at the 34, and that'll be Waddell Clark trying to find some room. He'll make a few men miss and get up to the 45. I think the Panthers will take that. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 45, about a 10-yard return, but he ran about 40 yards.
Yeah, Drew Volker was able to get him down right there at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like Ouachita had drawn that up. They really wanted Clark to secure it, and he was trying to make his way all the way to the other side with a wall up that far sideline. Panther coverage unit did a nice job.
Did a nice job of forcing him back in. So they'll have it at their own 45-yard line, 1st down and 10.
Connor comes back out. 2 receivers far side in the gun for Ouachita. He'll call for it. There's the snap. Give will be to Dade. He's trying to find some room in that middle. He will get into Panther territory and be close to a Lion 1st down at the 45-yard line.
Brought down by Bagwell and Keenan Green. I believe they're going to give him the 1st down on that carry. Ball's at the 45 of the Panthers. The 1st down and 10.
Dade will check out, and Williams will come in. To the right of Connor in the backfield, 2 receivers near side. There's the snap. Give to Williams up the middle. He'll pick up about 4 up to the 41, 2nd down.
I believe that was Connor Justice on the end of that, along with, I believe that was Ashley as well. So picked up 4 yards on that carry.
I believe Ashley's helmet came off, so he'll come out for 1. Big Jacoby Robinson checks in, big 91. 2nd down, 6. Everybody gets set, 1 receiver on each side. There's the snap. Give is to Dade, and he'll have the 1st down across the 35 to about the, let's say, the 32. 1st down for the Lions. Ashley checks back in.
Yeah, Bagwell and Birch are in on that stop. Right now, That offensive line for the Lions, they're able to get some seams in there. They're taking advantage of it right now.
2 receivers out wide to the near side. Panthers bring a little heavy package over. There's a snap. They'll give it to Dade. The man will miss him in the backfield. Now he's out. Be pulled out of bounds.
As Trey Birch was able to get that stop. Looked like a little hold on that edge, no flag. Gonna pick up 3 yards on the carry.
2nd down, 7.
Birch did that with one arm, one hand. Heck of a play. Ball's at the 29-yard line.
2 receivers near side. There's the snap. The ball's high. It's on the ground. Dade's going to pick it up, trying to find some room outside. Nice job there by English to force him back inside. He'll get to the 30, be a loss of 1, and we'll have a Cartown 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a very nice job of English, able to fight off that blocker and force him back up inside. And English wound up making the tackle himself.
Yeah, and really it's a nice job there of holding your block. Don't let him get to the outside. Force him back to where he's got help. They slow him down, and then English finishes him off.
Going to be 3rd down and 8 for the Lions at the Panther 30-yard line.
Cartown 3rd down. 1 receiver near side, 2 to the far. Now man goes in motion. There's the snap. Connor drops back, looking for a man across. I believe they're going to call pass interference. That looked like great coverage from here, but they're going to call pass interference, and that'll be a 1st down, Ouachita. We couldn't get that call on Devin Downs in the first half.
But you can get that.
All right, I teed you up right there, William.
Yeah, you're trying to get me.
Hey, and if somebody texts us and says, hey, you guys sound like a bunch of homers, you are listening to Panther Football on the Panther Network, just so you know.
Like last time I checked, my check says Sterlington Panthers on it. Doesn't say Ouachita Lions. But, yeah, I agree with you on that one. I mean, there was
great coverage.
There was some hand fighting going on, but not enough to got no worse than what was going on in the middle of the field on Devin Downs. So,
well, 1st and 10, ball will be at the 15 for the Lions. 2 receivers near side. Connor calls for it. There's the snap. He'll give it to Dade, trying to find some room. He'll make a couple men miss, and he's inside the 5 for another line, 1st down at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, brought down by number 5, Bush. I believe Green was in on that stop as well. But the ball is on the 3-yard line of the Panthers. Be 1st down and goal for the Lions.
Yeah, I would imagine you're going to see the same thing right here. Just working that interior, those big bodies up front. There's a snap. Gives to Dade. He's trying to get to the goal line. He'll be at the 1, 2nd down.
Yeah, they tested that in the middle. He was able to get 2 yards on the carry. Ball is on the 1-yard line, as you said, Ben.
Jacoby Robinson checks back in. Panther defense gets set. Little bobbled snap, and Dade's in for the touchdown. Actually, we may have a flag near side.
I believe we do. There's some discussion with the white hat. Yeah, you can see the flag on the 3-yard line. Let's see what this call is going to be.
Illegal procedure will be against the Lions. Back them up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Or 2nd down and goal from the 6. William, can I open? I'm going to open this window just a little bit. I've got a little bit of glare in that corner. And
yeah, you go right ahead.
It's making it a little difficult. I don't want to have any excuses this time. Is that in your way? 2nd down 6, 8:44 here in the Cross Keys Bank 3rd quarter. Panthers lead 15-9. Ouachita 2nd and goal from the 6. 1 receiver far side, 1 receiver set close to the near side, man. Now comes in motion. That's Clark. They'll fake it to him, and now they're rolling out, trying to give some room. He's trying to find the end zone. He'll fight his way and be forced out of bounds around the 3, maybe the 2, and we'll have a Cartown 3rd down.
Justice and Birch were there to push him out of bounds. Almost looked like he was going to score. Ran in about 3 different Panthers. I believe Frazier was in there as well. They were able to force him out of the 2-yard line. So you're looking at 3rd down and goal.
Big Dylan Berryman checks in for Ouachita. This is their heavy package.
Now, last game, I think he caught a pass.
He caught a touchdown. He sure did.
So
I formation for Ouachita. There's the snap. Quick give is to Williams. I don't think he got there.
He did not.
How does he go back? They're marking down at the 2. Forward progress was stopped. If you're going backwards in a pile, it's got to be stopped.
Yeah, well, that line judge came across pretty quick.
Panther defense holds, and it'll be a Sterlington rehab 4th down. There is a Panther down on the field.
Not sure who that is. Anna Wigley comes out to check on him.
Not sure. Panther fans, we're going to step away for 30 seconds. Be right back with more third quarter football.
Choose Prime Star Home Health. We'll provide the best care for your patient or loved one. From managing chronic conditions to wound care and therapy, we specialize in a wide range of services. Prime Star Home Health. We have the skill to heal and the spirit to care. Choose Prime Star Home Health. We'll provide the best care for your patient or loved one. From managing chronic conditions to wound care and therapy, we specialize in a wide range of services. Prime Star Home Health. We have the skill to heal and the spirit to care.
Panther fans, we're back. Cross Keys Bank third quarter. Panthers lead 15-9. Ouachita does have it 4th and goal at the Panther 2. We had an injury timeout for Cam Bagwell. Looked like he caught a cramp. He'll make his way to the sideline, stretch that out. And the Panthers looking for a big 4th down stop here on this Sterlington rehab 4th down.
Man, this is a big play right here, Ben.
Looks like Ouachita's getting their play on the sideline, waiting on the official to blow the ball in play.
Looks like Bearman will still be in the
They're going to stay with that heavy package, and why not? Yeah, right here you have to be thinking you got to protect run first, but looking for that little dump pass that they've shown before. High formation for Ouachita. Williams and Dade behind Connor. There's a false start on the near side, backing up 5 yards.
Yeah. That right
Panther
guard.
defense finding a little juice right here on the goal line.
Yeah, that right guard made the move.
Decision time for Coach Lewis. That'll put the ball back around the 7-yard line. It'll be 4th and goal. Looks like the field goal unit will come on.
Yeah, his thinking right here is that'll pull him within a field goal to tie the game. Or if he scores, it'll make it a 4-point game down the road, scores a touchdown. So he doesn't want to lose points while he's down here. We got 7:37 left in this third quarter.
Panther block field goal unit will be about a 24-yard. Kick is up. And it's good. 7:33 remain in this Cross Keys Bank third quarter. Panthers 15, Lions 12. We'll take 30 seconds and be right back with more Panther football.
Neither snow-capped mountains nor puddles of water, nor unexpected detours with a 20-foot drainage pipe can stop the ruggedly capable Telluride X Pro from getting you to your dinner reservation on time.
Okay.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Panther fans, welcome back to Cross Keys Bank third quarter. Panthers still lead 15-12. Ouachita drove the field, kicked a field goal. The Panther defense stood tall inside their 2-yard line, aided by a false start penalty on 4th down to back the Lions up. They settled for 3, but Williams, we said off air a moment ago, I think that's probably a win for that Panther defense right there.
Undoubtedly, that's a win. You stare down that offense on the 1-yard line and you stop them, yeah, that's definitely a win.
Gale makes his approach. It'll be a sky kick right down the middle again. Actually, going to be to that far sideline. Birch is going to take it. Now he's looking to get in the wedge. He'll fight across the 35 and be slung down around the 37-yard line. Panther offense will come out 1st and 10.
Nice return. Still having good success with the wedge tonight.
Yeah, the ball is just so high that you really don't have time to get into it and get blocks set up. That ball's hanging, and then – but still a nice job to get the ball up to the 37-yard line. Actually, they're going to get to the 38-yard line. Panther offense will trot back out. 7:27 remain in this third quarter. Panthers lead 15-12. Looks like they'll go with the Navy formation again. Crane, the lone receiver, set here to the near side. J-Rob under center, brings a man in motion. That's Hickman. There's a toss back. Going to be a false start on that right side. Back him up 5 yards.
Yeah, look like we had that one kind of set up, too. That's going to move them back to the.
Actually, going to be offsides against the Lions. Give the Panthers 5 yards,
well,
1st and 5.
How about that?
Well, I saw some finger pointing down there and thought it might be against the Lions, but actually they moved into the neutral zone, causing a Panther to react. And so that'll be 1st and 5. Looks like Devin Downs will check into the ball game near side for the Panthers. Panthers go quick, I formation. There's the snap. Counter give to the right side. That's Hickman trying to find some room. Nice job following his blocks. And he's got a Downs Law Firm first down into Lion territory at the 46-yard line.
Definitely nice job of him following what was in front of him. He had Whitlock out front. I believe that was Cam Rugg as well. Both those guys were able to get their blocks downfield, and he just sort of hung behind them. Great run by Hickman. A nice patient run, let me put it that way. Got the ball down to the 46-yard line. The Panthers have it 1st down and 10.
Panthers in the huddle. Crane back in the ball game. Lone receiver near side. 10 seconds on the play clock. J-Rob gets them set. There's a snap. Quick give to Birch. He'll pick up about 4 to the 42. 2nd down.
Once again, working in between those tackles. Good gain.
2nd down, 6.
Staying ahead of the chains like Coach Doty likes. That was a good 4-yard carry.
6:30 on the clock here in the Cross Keys Bank 3rd quarter. Panthers go 2 tight, 1 back. Birch behind J-Rob. There's a snap. J-Rob's going to keep it. He's going to have the 1st down a little more. He'll run through 1 tackle, get inside the 30 at the 28-yard line. Downs Law Firm, 1st down for the Panthers.
That's a touchdown saving tackle that was just made. Looked like Breen had a shot at maybe taking that one to the house, but they were keying so much on Birch, they didn't even think about J-Rob Breen taking it around that end. That's a good decision on his part. That defense really collapsed on Birch. Nobody out there except for the corner to catch up with Breen.
And we've reached our 3rd LHSAA mandated hydration timeout. They'll take the break. We'll take it with them. Panthers lead 15-12 here in the 3rd quarter. 30 seconds. Be right back.
Ready to sell? Ready to buy? Call David Bryant, your local Sterlington realtor. David's dedication to his clients is unmatched. He'll listen to your needs, answer your questions, and guide you through every step of the process. Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, David has the expertise to make your real estate dreams a reality. Licensed in Louisiana, each office independently owned and operated. David Bryant, your local Sterlington realtor.
Panther fans, we're back here in the Cross Keys Bank 3rd quarter. Panthers lead 15-12, 6 minutes remain. They have it 1st and 10 at the Lion 28-yard line. 2 receivers will be set to the near side, 1 to the far, 2 backs with J-Rob in the backfield under center. Waiting on everybody to get set. First and 10. There's the snap. Give will be to Birch, and he'll be cut down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd down.
Yeah, Berryman was right there to meet him in the hole. And as you said, being a good eye, no gain. Panthers will be looking at 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Berryman plugged it. I think Big Six came in off that edge and cut his leg out real quickly. So nice job there by the Lion defense. 2nd down and 10. Same formation again. There's the snap. Give is a Dismuke trying to find some room, and he's got positive yardage. He's up the sideline. Downs Law Firm, 1st down inside the 15-yard line.
Some good blocks on that far side. He was able to get around that edge and then pick his way up the sideline.
Nice job tiptoeing around that sideline.
He sure did. I thought he was going out of bounds, but he managed to stay in. And your description was right. He sort of tiptoed that sideline and was able to get it down to the 9. So we're looking at the 14. So it'll be first down and 10.
Panthers in the Ron Bush State Farm red zone. 1st and 10. Ball will be just inside the 14, almost to the 13.
Stromile checks in. So it'll be Stromile and Birch in the backfield.
Like Dismute cramped up a little bit there, but nice job. High formation, counter give. That is to Stromile. And he's going to walk in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
Man, what a great job up front blocking. He didn't even get touched, Ben.
No. They couldn't have pulled his flag if they wanted to.
Yeah. No. We're well beyond the flags. But anyway, that's a great job up front with that offensive line, Ben. And they've been swapping in and out all night. Kind of keeping a fresh crew in there.
That touchdown brought to us by the law offices of Street and Street. Panthers show swinging gate. J-Rob getting his call. Now he'll come back. William Line will get set to kick. This extra point brought to us by First Baptist Church of Sterlington. 2 services on Sunday, 9 and 10:30. You'll find them at 1030 Highway 2 in Sterlington. There's the snap. Kick is up. And it's true with 5:10 remaining here in the Cross Keys Bank third quarter. Panthers 22, Lions 12. We'll take the break. Be right back with more Panther football in 30 seconds.
Tired of battling weeds and patchy grass? Sure Enough Green's got you covered. From weed control, fertilizer, irrigation, aeration, and tree and shrub treatment, Sure Enough does it all to keep your lawn looking its best. Need your yard clean? Call Sure Enough Green. Spraying solutions that work.
Cross Keys Bank third quarter, Panther fans. Your Panthers now lead 22-12, 5:10 remaining in the quarter. They get set to kick it away. It will be Jalen Bush to kick it away for the Panthers. Lions will switch up who's where on that return game. This kick brought to us again by First Baptist Church of Sterlington. Bush gets them set. Be a sky kick over towards this near side. Clark's going to take it. He'll make a couple Panthers miss, and now he's up the near sideline. Panthers had him, just missed him. And finally, Sam Frazier will toss him down, but he'll get to the
35-yard line, 34.
Panthers had him hemmed up, and he's able to kind of wiggle his way, and that's the kind of player Clark is.
Yeah.
You got to hold on to him.
Yeah.
He turned nothing into something right there.
He sure did. They had him, like you said, and it wasn't like it's just the first initial wave. He got through the second one as well. Sam Frazier, touchdown saving tackle right there once again.
But Panther give their defense a short yards or short field to start this drive for the Lions. Let's see if they can answer again. Panther defense gets that. 2 receivers far side. Connor calls for it. There's the snap. He's going right back to the middle. Gives the ball to Dade, and he'll get no gain. May have lost a yard back to the 35. Breland Davis and a host of Panthers in on the stop.
They were right there on top of him before he could even make a move. Matter of fact, it's going to be a loss of a yard on that carry. Back at the 35 of the Panthers.
Second down 11, 4:38 here in the Cross Keys Bank third quarter. 2 receivers far side. Connor gets set. There's the snap. He's going to drop back, looking for the wheel route. Takes a shot. Man's wide open. Touchdown. Looks like we got a Panther fell down, and that'll be a touchdown, Ouachita.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened on that one. I think that's Frazier that was down. I don't know if he had some kind of cramp or what, but he was wide open.
Panthers did a nice job covering the other 2 guys. Just man fell down right there and left him wide open for the touchdown. Lions able to capitalize. They will show the swinging gate to the right side. Looks like they will go for 2. Now they'll come over for the kick. Kicker will be number 85. That's Oscar Hernandez, the junior. There's the snap. Kick is up. And it's good. 4:18 remains here in the third quarter. Panthers 22, Ouachita 19. We'll take 30 seconds and be right back with more third quarter action.
What do you do after an awesome night of Panther football? You bring on the bowling for the fifth quarter. Bayou Bowl is the official fifth quarter sponsor of Sterlington Panther football. Just right down the road and on the right is where you'll find all the fifth quarter action. Yummy snacks and cold drinks from Alligator's Grill is inside Bayou Bowl and open 7 days a week. It's the perfect place to celebrate a Panther victory. So come on, join us at Bayou Bowl after every game for the official fifth quarter.
Panther fans, we're back. Cross Keys Bank third quarter. Ouachita is able to take advantage of the short field. They punch it in, make it 22-19 with 4:18 remaining. They'll get set to kick it away. Back deep for the Panthers will be Hickman and Birch. Gale will tee it up at the 40-yard line, getting set to kick it away. He'll make his approach, and it will be a deep kick. Hickman's going to come over to about the 8-yard line, take it there. Now trying to find room in that wedge. He'll run through a couple of men. He's through, and he's got big room to run now. Got the kicker to beat. The kicker's going to be able to take him down, but not before he gets inside Lion territory at the 45-yard line.
Looked like he was going to break it all the way. I thought when he got on the kicker, we might have a chance there. Credit him with making that tackle. But that's a great return. The blocking was really good. Once again, Hickman set it up and was able to break it to this near side and avoid a couple of tackles. So the Panthers have the ball at the 45 of the Lions, first down and 10.
Panthers getting their instructions from the sideline. Actually, the ball's going to be on the 44. Nice return there by Hickman. About a 48-yard return there. Devin Downs will be the receiver to the far side. Panthers will quickly break the huddle. I formation. There's the snap. Breen drops back, and he's going to be sacked.
Looking for
trying for a double move there to Downs, and I believe that's Waddell Clark on the other side. He didn't bite on the first fake. You had the curl route. You didn't have the pump and go. Nice thought, but now it'll be second down and about 17.
Yeah, that was not going to be open. Tell you the truth, I don't know that you would have had a good 50-50 ball on that either. So the Panthers are looking at that's a 7-yard loss on that.
I formation again. Everybody gets set. There's the snap. Counter give near side. And that'll be Strohmeyer. He's still holding on to the football up to about the 45. They'll say 46. So he'll gain a little over 5, and it'll be a big third down and 12 right here.
Yeah, they were stripping at the ball. Nice job keeping his hands on it. It's going to set up a big third down and 12 for the Panthers. That ball is right at the 46-yard line of the Lions.
2:50 and counting here in the Cross Keys Bank third quarter. Panthers go back to the Navy formation. Bring a man in motion. There's the snap. Breen rolls out to his right. Looking for the throwback, and he's got it. Complete to the freshman, Austin Hill. And he'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Great play call in a Downs Law Firm. First down.
Boy, that's pulling one out of the trick book from years past. Have all the flow going to the right side. You have that tight end just come across the opposite direction. Hill played it perfectly. He was wide open. That's a nice throw by Breen. You had pressure coming, kind of threw off his back foot and hit him right between the numbers for a big gain on the 19 of the Lions. First down and 10 for the Panthers.
Two receivers out wide, one to the near side. Breen calls for it. There's a snap, quick give. He's looking for some room, and he's going to be out of bounds inside the 15. Panthers are in the Ron Bush State Farm red zone. Nice gain on first down.
Yeah, came across this left side. Birch was able to pick up opening.
That
get
was
some additional
Dismuke
yards.
on the carry.
Was it Dismuke?
I believe so.
No.
Well, 14's the one that came from the sideline. Which one I didn't see?
It was Birch on the carry. We got
an injured Lion on the play. That's Berryman. Maybe just a cramp. They'll walk him to the sideline.
The way he's walking, that looks like it was a cramp. I'd hate to have to carry him off.
Yeah. They're going to. Yeah, they'll break that up, get everybody back out.
So the Panthers are looking, after that play, the Panthers have got a 2nd down and 4 with the ball at the 13 of the Lions.
Lions, a little confusion on what they're doing. Finally get everybody set. Navy formation with Crane, the lone receiver, to the near side. Breen goes under center, 3 backs. There's a snap, gives to Birch, and he fights his way down inside the 10. Should have enough for a Downs Law Firm first down at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, he's
first
down
and
at
goal.
the 8. Yeah, he had to get down to the 9. He's going to put the ball down on the 8-yard line, just inside the 9. So that's going to be first down and goal for the Panthers. It's going to be a long 8.
High formation. There's a snap. Give is to Birch. He'll fight his way down inside the 5, or right to the 5. Gain of 3. 2nd and goal. 1:56 and counting here in the Cross Keys Bank third quarter.
Yeah, just had a real good push on that side of the offensive line. Yeah, Ben, this is.
Big Berryman checks back in at the nose. Panthers going quick, I formation. Crane, the lone receiver, far side. There's the snap. Give us to Birch. He'll spin inside the 5, down to about the 4. Just inside the 4, maybe the 3. We'll have 3rd down upcoming. They're going to put him right at the 4.
They're going to put it at 4. So you're looking at 3rd down and goal from the 4. You know, you hate to second guess. That's almost one I think Breen could have pulled that. He had Hickman trailing.
Panthers will send 1 receiver near side, 2 to the far. Birch will be behind Breen, the lone back. We will have movement up front.
Got a movement.
I believe it's going to be against Ouachita.
Yeah, that interior defensive lineman. Looks like the guy next to Berryman.
It will be against Ouachita, so that 3rd and goal from the 4 will become 3rd and goal from the 2. Two yards away here in the Ron Bush State Farm red zone. Cross Keys Bank third quarter. Panthers lead 22-19, but knocking on the door again. They'll go 2 receivers far side. Dismuke at the wing with Birch behind Breen. There's the snap. Quick give to Dismuke. Got 1 man to beat, and they'll pull him down at the 5-yard line.
Lost 3 on that carry. So you're looking at 4th and goal from the 5. Coach Doty got a decision to make here. Do you bring in your field goal unit?
I think they're going to go for it right here.
I think they will too. Your angle is not really great where that ball is anyway.
Actually, he's going to let this tick down. That'll be the final play. When we come back, Panthers will have it 4th and goal from the Lion 5. We'll step away for 60 seconds. Be right back with fourth quarter football here at Del Ashley Field.
Got a lot of stuff? We've got the space. With 2 convenient locations, let Ashley Storage keep your stuff safe. In Monroe and Sterlington, Ashley Storage is where our customers are treated like family.
Meet Dave. Dave has a problem. He has way too much stuff and not enough room to store it. As Dave searches, he comes across Ashley Storage. Give us a call or check out our website.
But it was in motion.
Got a lot of stuff?
Football, and you've gotten your money's worth tonight. Great ball game here at Dale Ashley Field in Sterlington, as the ball game is now Panthers 22, Lions 19. Panthers do have it 4th and goal from the Lion 5, knocking on the door. Again, Coach Doty with some decision on the sideline. William, I still think Doty's going to go for this, and you've been in this. Your guys have done it, and even if you don't get it, you're still up 3. And you've got to make them drive the field a long way here in the fourth quarter.
Well, and your defense is playing very well tonight.
So they'll come out waiting on the White Hat to get everything set. Fourth quarter tonight brought to us by Marion State Bank. Panther fans making a little noise, getting on their feet. Student section down there, Craftman Federal student section making some noise. I formation behind Breen. There's the snap. Counter give. And he's not going to get it. That'll be a turnover on downs at the 4-yard line.
They're really banking on Strohmeyer being able to make some moves in that line. Didn't get the movement that they needed. And he was brought down right at the 5-yard line, 4-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Lions at their own 4-yard line as we get set here in the fourth quarter. 11:55 on the clock. Panther defense looking for a stop. Looks like the Lions will come out in a tight formation. I believe Connor may be under center.
I don't believe I saw him take it from under center in any of the previous games.
Just in their power I formation, which is what they'll be in right here. So they're just going to go foot to foot and start trying to push it down the field. There's the snap. The give to Dade. He's across the 5 and will get to about the 8-yard line. Give him 4 on that, 2nd down.
Definitely want to keep your linebackers clean on this. If he breaks it with the speed they have, this could turn into a long play.
Lions stay under center, I formation. Connor calls for it. There's a snap. Now gives it to Dade on that right side. He's trying to find some room, and he'll spin. Going to be close to a Lion 1st down up around the 15-yard line.
Yeah, they'll mark it at 15. That'll be a 1st down and 10.
It is 1st down according to the White Hat. Do have a stoppage. Looks like Sutton will check in the ball game. Now the Lions go into the gun. 2 receivers set near side. Dade to the right of Connor in the backfield. Have another stoppage. I believe we've got a Lion down on the far sideline around the 18-yard line. He's just too close to the field of play, so they're going to hold everything up till he's on his feet. There he is. Now the White Hat will get it set. 1st and 10 for the Lions, their own 15-yard line. 11:20 remains here in the Marion State Bank fourth quarter. 2 receivers near side. Connor calls for it. There's the snap. He'll give it to Dade, trying to find some room in that middle. He'll get across the 20 to about the 22. Give him 7 and 2nd down 3.
Look like the freshman, Brock Sutton, was in on that tackle. Now before he was able to get the ball up to the 22-yard line, Lions are looking to 2nd down and a 3.
Lions bring a man in motion. Actually going to be a false start there. Back it up 5.
Got to put the ball back on the 17-yard line.
So that 2nd 3 becomes a 2nd down 8. Two receivers set here to the near side. Connors gets them set. Now brings the man in motion. There's the snap. Little counter give. Connors going to keep it this time himself, looking for a lane. He's going to find one, and he's up the near sideline. Hickman will make the tackle right at the 45. That'll be a Downs Law Firm first down for the Lions.
Yeah.
I'm not giving them a Downs Law Firm one. We're going to keep that one in our pocket.
Yeah, you better do that. Kept the ball and was able to fall in behind Dade. Pick up that yardage. But
counter action, you're right. Just followed through the hole.
Yeah, just followed through the hole, and nice job of Hickman to get that tackle at the 44, 1st and 10 for the Lions.
They flip the formation. They'll give it straight ahead to Dade, and he'll find about 5-6 more into Panther territory at the 49. 2nd down. Right now, Ouachita just pushing it forward.
They are.
Nothing cute about it, just big bodies on big bodies.
Yeah. I believe that was Ashton Bradford on that tackle.
Looks like we've got a clock malfunction.
Yeah, right now that Ouachita line, offensive line is really leaning on that defensive front for the Panthers.
So it'll be 9:46 on the clock. We get set. 2nd down, 4 for the Lions at midfield. 2 receivers far side. H-back sat to the near side. Dade with Connor in the backfield. There's the snap. Be a give straight ahead to Connor. Actually, that's going to be Williams. He's going to find some room, and he'll have a line first down inside the 30.
Yeah, right now they're just hitting that hole.
There's a flag on the play, far sideline.
I think there was movement. It looked like
the Lions are going to start walking back this way.
I want to say it was moving in the backfield.
It will be. So that'll make 2nd down, or a big gain on 2nd down will now turn into 2nd down 9.
I believe that Williams moved in the backfield before the snap.
He got that Birch hurt head start we saw a minute ago.
Nah, it wasn't that bad. But it almost looked like he took a step back. It was kind of a weird movement. Yeah. So that's going to set up a 2nd down and 9.
Lions at their own 45-yard line, 9:18 and counting here in the Marion State Bank 4th quarter. 2 receivers far side. I believe it'll be Williams in the backfield again with Connor. He calls for it. There's the snap. Play action pass, looking for a shot. He'll take the shot. And it's going to be out of bounds. No catch. No way.
No.
There's no way.
They didn't.
Okay.
No, he's waiting.
The back official did. The near official was saying it was a catch.
Said it was out of bounds. The back official said it was out of bounds.
Right. They're going to say catch. There's no way.
Oh, my gosh.
No way.
The guy that had the best look at it said it was out of bounds. Oh, good grief. Well, look at what sideline it's on, too.
1st and 10, Lions waste no time. Timeout, Sterlington. Timeout's brought to you by Prime Star Home Health. They'll take the break. Let's take it with them. 30 seconds.
Sustaining a brain injury due to someone else's negligence is devastating. Downs Law Firm can't change what happened, but they will fight to hold those at fault accountable and aggressively negotiate with insurance to recover fair compensation.
Come visit McDonald Land this summer and try Grimace Island's newest thick volcanic shake. So get the new Mount McDonald Land shake with one of 6 souvenirs when you order the McDonald Land meal.
Panther fans, we're here at Marion State Bank 4th quarter. Questionable call by the officials on the far side. Ruled that a catch. I don't have replay, so I'm not sure. Didn't look like it from here. Back judge ruled him out of bounds. The other official came. They talked about it, ruled it a catch. Coach Doty's trying to understand what just happened. And I'm not happy with the call, but it will be 1st and 10 for the Lions at the Panther 25-yard line. 2 receivers will be set near side. Connor calls for it. There's the snap, a little high. He'll give it to Dade, trying to find some room, and he'll be tripped up inside the 20 to 19. Nice gain again on first down. Second down in about 3.
You continue to work in that middle. Picked up 7 yards on the carry. It's going to be second down and 3. Ball at the 18.
Two receivers set to the near side. Dade to the left of Connor in the backfield. There's the snap, a little high. Dade's going to take it. He's trying to get around that right side, find some room. He'll have a line first down up to the 14-yard line. Big Jacoby Robinson got through. Couldn't get a hand on him. First down, Lions.
That was actually a good play by Stephen English. He was able to get him down low. Not before he got enough yardage for the first down. Brought him down at the 14-yard line. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Panthers. 8:09 and counting in this fourth quarter.
Panther defense looking to bow their necks again. Connor calls for it. There's a snap. He'll give it, trying to find some room to the right side. He's going to be tripped up in the backfield.
Looked like his knee was down.
Absolutely, but
on the 16, but they're going to give him the progress. That was Trey Birch that got in the backfield and was able to bring him down. He gets the bonus yardage, however.
Back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line of scrimmage. You're looking at second down and 10.
Lions get set again. Call for it. There's a snap. Dade, he'll push through, and he's going to be in the end zone touchdown. Had Panthers all in the backfield, just couldn't get their hands on him, and he scores.
It looked like Connor Justice had a shot at him, but he sidestepped him and just ran through the open hole, forced his way in for the score.
Lions go 96 yards to take their first lead of the night with 7:13 on the clock. Looks like Hernandez will come on to kick the extra point. There's the snap. It's high, but it's good. William, I'm not sure they had enough men on the line of scrimmage, but it is what it is. With 7:13 remaining, Lions 26, Panthers 22. We'll step away for 30 seconds, be back with fourth quarter football.
Neither snow-capped mountains nor puddles of water, nor unexpected detours with a 20-foot drainage pipe can stop the ruggedly capable Telluride X Pro from getting you to your dinner reservation on time.
Okay.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Panther fans, we're back. Marion State Bank fourth quarter. Lions have taken their first lead of the night, 26-22. Cam Gale will get set to kick it away. There's the whistle. Gale makes his approach. A nice deep kick. Birch is going to take it about the 14. Now he's looking to get up in that wedge. He'll find some room, jump through a tackle up to about the 32. First and 10 for the Panthers, their own 32-yard line. Panthers needed an answer right here.
They do. That was a nice return by Birch, and I saw some bodies flying out there that time. But that ball is at the 32-yard line of the Panthers. 68 yards between them and that end zone. 7:08 left in this fourth quarter. Trail 26-22.
Panthers come out in the Navy formation. Ouachita crowding that line of scrimmage. Now they move over. Marine goes under center. There's the snap. Quick give to Birch, and he's up to the 35. Be a gain of about 2.5. Second down.
Yeah, continuing to work that middle.
Panther fans, want to remind you on Tuesday nights, Coach's Show at Frenchman's Bend Clubhouse. Love for you to come out and join us as we sit down with Coach Doty, talk about this week, next week, and all things Sterlington football. Starts at 6 p.m. You can join us at Frenchman's Bend or join us on our YouTube channel. You can find that at Sterlington Panther Football on YouTube. Breen under center again. Now brings the man in motion. False start, back it up 5 yards.
Yeah, look like the end on this side just leaned forward a little too much. Back them up 5. Is going to set up a second down. It's called a second down at 13. Ball just inside the 30-yard line of the Panthers.
Panthers will go 2 receivers to the far side, 1 set close to the near side. Dismuke and Birch behind Breen. Breen takes a little freeze play, now looks over. Got to go quickly, 5 seconds on the clock. Timeout, Panthers. This timeout brought to us by Prime Star Home Health. We'll keep it here.
On that previous play, he had Hickman out there uncovered. Been nice to be checked out to that.
Yeah, the home run play would be nice right here, but you got to be mindful of keeping your defense off. They were just on the field for a lot of plays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you would. Your ideal situation is to grind this thing out. You know.
Yeah. Well, Panther fans, I mentioned the coaches show. As we get back into the roll of things next week on Tuesday night, we'll also recognize Players of the Week, offensive and defensive, brought to us by First Security Title and Mr. Mitch Houston. Also, keep your eyes out on social media for the Ashley Storage hype video. Also want to give a special thank you to Shaw Nuff Green for being our press box sponsor. Your grass is always greener when you hire the Shaw Nuff Green team. Also a special thank you to Hogman Barbecue for feeding the folks up here in the press box tonight. Thank you, Mr. Allen. Appreciate your support of Panther football. All right. After the timeout, Panthers come out 2 receivers far side. Man now comes in motion. There's the snap. Fakes it. Breen's going to take a shot intended for Hickman, and it's going to be intercepted. That's number 7. He's trying to make his way, and he'll be tackled. Actually, ball will come out. I believe Ouachita will get it back.
There should be a penalty right here. I think there's a crackback block on the lines. So they did get the ball back. This should push it back. Should push it back to the 40.
Will be a personal foul. You're right, blindside block against Ouachita. Back it up 15 yards, but it will be a turnover.
Yeah, that pressure was coming in on Breen. He didn't really have a chance to set his feet and just overthrew Hickman.
Ball's on the 25, should back it up to the 40.
Yeah, your point's well taken. You at least want to get that defense some rest. They've been rolling in and out on that defensive line.
Yeah, there we go. They're going to move it back. Should be all the way to the 40. 1st and 10 for the Lions at the 40 here in the Marion State Bank fourth quarter. We're at the 6-minute mark. Should be another hydration timeout right here. And it will be. We will reach the final LHSAA hydration timeout. All timeouts tonight brought to us by Prime Star Home Health. We'll step away for 30 seconds. Be back with more fourth quarter football.
Got a lot of stuff? We've got the space. With 2 convenient locations, let Ashley Storage keep your stuff safe. In Monroe and Sterlington, Ashley Storage is where our customers are treated like family.
Meet Dave. Dave has a problem. He has way too much stuff and not enough room to store it. As Dave searches, he comes across Ashley Storage. Give us a call or check out our website at ashleystorageofsterlington.com.
Panther fans, we're back here in the Marion State Bank fourth quarter. Lions lead the Panthers 26-22. Panthers turn it over on an interception. Lions have it 1st and 10 at the Panther 40-yard line. And if you're Ouachita right here, I'd have to imagine you just want to run. Just a little power game. They're going to go tight formation on both sides. Connor gets them set. There's a snap. He'll give it straight ahead. He'll find a little room up to the 45, gain of 5. Did the ball come out?
They said he was down.
Of course.
Do you have to ask that question? There's no review on this one, but they said he was down.
5-yard gain, 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, I suspect they're going to do what they've been doing, just rinse and repeat, just run it down the middle like they have been.
Yeah, they're going to milk that play clock down. Now they'll get the call in, about 15 seconds on the play clock. Two receivers set here to the near side. They weren't set, but there's a snap. Dade trying to find some room. He'll run through some tackles and then finally be tackled for a Lion first down just inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Birch was able to drag him down. But that moves the chains. Put the ball down just inside the 30-yard line. I believe they're going to put it on the – well, is he going to put the ball down? I think he's on the 29-yard line, be first and 10.
They'll wind the clock. We're inside right at 5 minutes remaining here in the Marion State Bank fourth quarter. Panther fans, after the game, don't forget our fifth quarter sponsor, Bayou Bowl. Connor moves his back over to the left. I believe that's Williams. Two receivers to the left. There's the snap. He'll give it. Actually, he'll keep it, and he'll be pulled down right at the line of scrimmage, 2nd down.
Silas Ashley, the freshman, breaks through, drags him down for no gain. He'll put the ball down on the 29-yard line. Lions will have it 2nd down and 10.
I believe Panthers have one timeout left. Right now, you're just asking your defense to get a stop. 4:21 and counting here in the fourth quarter. They'll go with the tight formation again. Connor in the backfield, tailback set to his right. In the gun. He'll get the snap off. There is a massive hold outside. No flag. It's like they can't. There. Whoa, wait a minute.
Finally.
I bet that's a face mask. What you want to bet?
Oh, yeah. We don't get the hold. And also, I think the clock ran out. The play clock ran out.
It has a short in it. It was at 9 seconds, then it was at 1. That's what happened there.
I think some people have short on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's what we're fixing to get is a face mask. But that was a terrible hold on Bagwell over here.
Personal foul will be face mask. Half the distance to the goal. I can't wait to ask Coach Doty about some of this next week. Feels eerily familiar, William, and I'm going to just leave it at that.
Does this seem like the first
I'm not
week?
going to say. I'm going to say last year. We had a game here just like this against another 2-5A opponent.
That's true. Oh, yeah. Why? I forgot about that.
I'm just going to leave it at that, folks. And you can send me emails and text messages.
You don't have to be that good. Just lay it out there.
Send them to William Handy at WeDon'tCare.com. There's the snap. Connor going to give it to Dade. He's dancing around trying to find some room outside. He'll be forced out of bounds by Sam Frazier about the 6-yard line. 2nd down. Do we have another flag?
Would it surprise you if we did? I don't think there is. Maybe.
Yeah, there is, right about the 13-yard line. Maybe we'll get that holding call they missed a minute ago. It will be holding against the defense.
But that math doesn't work for us. You had half the distance to the goal. Now we're getting 10, so they still come out ahead.
That's true.
You got to think about this stuff.
10 yards back, though. It will be 1st and 20. 3:35. Most concerning thing for the Panthers now is the clock. Need to get a stop, get the ball back in your offense's hands, at least give yourself a shot.
Well, you know what Coach Doty says, just keep them snapping the ball. You know, you're looking for a mistake. Somebody's got to make a play at this point. Lions
huddle up. Actually, now we're going to have some conversation. That'll reset it to 40 seconds. Let them run some more time off.
You wonder what the discussion is here.
Well, I'll tell you, some of that's the discussion about the play clock. It's malfunctioning a little bit.
Well, what'll happen is your back judge will he'll keep that when it's within 5 seconds or 10. Can't remember what it is. He'll raise his hand.
Yeah, they will keep it on the field. Lions do go to their jumbo package. I formation will be set. I think we're going to have a timeout, Ouachita. Prime Star Home Health timeout. They'll take a break, get everybody straight. We'll take it with them. Be back in 30 seconds.
While some banks focus on the now, Cross Keys looks toward the future, providing our customers with the latest and greatest in financial technology. But a bank is nothing without its people. While our competitors try to stay ahead of the curve, we are the curve, nurturing some of the greatest financial minds in the country. For what better represents the future of banking than the next generation?
Panther fans, we're back here in the Marion State Bank fourth quarter. Ouachita leads 26-22. They have the ball 1st and 20 from the Panther 23-yard line. And William, if nothing else tonight, you got to hang your hat on the Panthers. Just the effort that they played with. Defense much improved this week versus previous weeks, and even some things we've seen. And then offensively, just did a really nice job moving the football. Got down around the 5-yard line with a chance to extend the lead and just weren't able to capitalize. But here right now, you still are in the ball game, 1st and 20, looking for a stop. You got one timeout in your pocket. Ouachita appears to be going to their jumbo package. Now there's some discussion about how we're going to keep the play clock. It has malfunctioned. They may be YouTubing on how to do this.
Yeah, they probably are. The way it should work is the back judge, your umpire should be the one keeping the time on the clock on the field. And when you're within like 8 or 10 seconds, he'll raise his hand up.
So it will start on the snap. I formation. There's the snap. Connor drops back, and he's going to be taken down. That's big Silas Ashley with a tackle for loss.
Talk about penetration. He almost took the hand off. Silas Ashley came through and just dumped him right there. That's going to be a loss on that carry. That ball is back to the 27-yard line of the Panthers.
Yeah, they're not going to go jumbo no more. Send them boys out. Now they'll bring back in their regular package.
That's going to be 2nd down and 25 for the Lions. That clock continues to run down.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers far side. Panther defense just trying to give a little life. They'll give it to Dade. He'll bust through up to the 20.
Ran into a host of Panthers right there. I put the ball down on the 20-yard line.
Cartown 3rd down for this Panther defense.
That's going to be
Clock goes inside 2:30.
Yeah, you look at 3rd down and 17. They can get a 1st down. I believe from the angle we're looking at, it looks like the 2-yard line. So this is a big play right here for the Panthers.
They may run this down and take a timeout.
I think that's the game plan right now. The clock's at 2:10 and counting.
Actually, they're going to run a play. Connor calls for it. There's the snap. He's going to roll to his right. Panthers give chase. And that's going to be a sack.
And that's Silas Ashley. Is that? No.
Breland Davis.
Breland Davis. Great play by Breland Davis. How about that breakdown? How many big men do you think would want to break down on Montrell Connor?
Not very many, but he did a great job, and that'll be a Sterlington rehab 4th down.
That was a beautiful play.
Panthers will take their final timeout, stop the clock. It'll be 4th down from the 25. They got to get to the 23, so 4th down and about 22.
So, if you're on the Ouachita side, I don't know what their field goal kicker's range is.
Well,
I suspect.
They did a really good job being accurate. I would say that from what I've seen, a 30-yarder in the end is where they're most comfortable. Right now, you're sitting back. It's going to be about a 42-yarder.
Yeah, that's right, because you're looking at the ball.
And they are going to tee it up, though.
Well, it's on the 25. Like you said, you're going to add your 7. They're setting up on the 32, so that's a 42-yard attempt. Now, the only thing, the angle is right. He's kicking back in. So, but if he makes it, he's still 7 down.
Points. So here in the Marion State Bank 4th quarter, Panthers find life, 150 left, trailing 26-22, 42-yard field goal attempt. But look at the offensive line. These guys are in the backfield. It's blocked. It's blocked, and the Panthers are going to take it to the 20-yard line. 1:55 on the clock. Actually,
what did you say? What did you say, Ben? I don't see how they hadn't got through and blocked one yet. Well, they did, baby, at the right time. Nice job. I didn't see who blocked it, but, man, this is just perfect execution getting through.
Panther defense finds life, gets a stop, 1st and 10 for that offense.
All right, so the situation is the Panthers come out. The ball's on the 21-yard line. No timeouts. You got 1:45 left on the clock. Panthers trail 26-22.
Panthers show trips to the near side. Lone receiver to the far side. Breen will be in the gun. Panthers kind of cannot run the offense they've been running. They'll have to go to the shotgun, looking to throw the ball around a little bit. Breen gets them set. Now calls for it. Screen pass will be out to Birch. He's trying to find some room. He'll make a couple men miss. He's across the 30 to the 32. That'll stop the clock. Panthers got to go quick.
Yeah. Chains.
Downslaw for him, 1st down.
Yeah, the chains move. That's a nice run by Birch. Well-executed screen. 1st down and 10 for the Panthers at the 33.
Ouachita having trouble getting lined up. Breen calls for it. Play action pass over the middle, just behind Devin Downs. Incomplete. Clock will stop. 1:20 on the clock.
Not much time wasted on that play. If he leads Downs a little bit, be a great play. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Again, that ball's at the 33 of the Panthers. 1:20 left on the clock.
Ouachita about 15 yards, 12 yards off the ball with their safeties. 3 receivers set to the far side. Breen calls for it. There's the snap. Quick out to Downs. Trying to find some room. He'll make a man miss, and he's got another Downs law firm 1st down up to the 47-yard line. Panthers going quickly. 1:13 on the clock.
Good execution. Found Downs. Was able to get it to the 47-yard line of the Panthers. 1st down and 10. The clock is running at 1:08 and counting.
Everybody got to get set. Nobody move. There's the snap. J-Rob steps up. Now he'll take off. Going to have to get up quickly. It'll be 2nd down.
Wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker, so he's trying to get the ball to the official.
Panthers are going to clock it. There's no way he wasn't offsides. No way. It is going to be offsides against the Lions, I believe.
No, it's illegal procedure. It's called on us.
Well, we had a receiver step back at the last minute over here, and that's a rookie. That's not a rookie. That's a young mistake, though. If you're all on the line of scrimmage, you're clocking it. It doesn't matter. There's no reason for anybody to have to get off the ball. So just a mistake there, mental mistake. But honestly, William, it doesn't really hurt you. It's 2nd down 10. You're throwing the ball anyway. 48 seconds on the clock. Just got to give time up front. Marion State Bank 4th quarter. Breen calls for it. Looking for a quick one over the middle to Hickman. It'll be caught right at the 47. Panthers got to go quickly. 3rd down. Got to get set, get the play call in. Let everybody get set. He didn't let them get set. That's going to be another flag.
Yep.
You got to let them get set.
And that's what's being told to him right now. So basically we've run 3 plays and had penalties on 2 of those.
Yep.
We got 28 seconds left.
Everybody wasn't set there. I can't help you there, boys. That one's on you. So it'll be 3rd down and about 9. We're at 27 seconds. I think we're going to have a timeout, Ouachita. Surely not. We're not going to run all the way in and talk about it, are we?
I hadn't seen any indication that they called timeout.
I guess that Ouachita band finally woke up. They're making some noise over there now. Breen gets set. There's the snap. Rolls to his right. Looking for a man. There it is. Tossed out to Downs. He makes the catch at the 39-yard line. 1st down, and the clock stops.
Well, he got out of bounds, too. That'll let
Panthers 40 yards away. 15 seconds. Probably got at least 2 plays. Just cannot be short of the down marker or got to get out of bounds. Looks like Ouachita will take the timeout. Timeout tonight brought to us by Prime Star Home Health. And we'll keep it here. Well, William, no matter what else is going on out there, what a ball game tonight.
It has been a heck of a ball game, particularly for a Thursday night ball game. The people that tuned in tonight have had a thrill to watch. This has been a great game. It really has. If you don't have a vested interest in it, it's been a really well-played ball game. We can debate certain points of it, but you got to look.
At this point, all that's kind of out the window.
Yeah, you got to look at what this Panther team has done though on both sides of the ball.
Yeah,
I mean, they've done a great job. Great game plan by the coaching staff.
Ouachita's going to play some prevent here. They're dropping men back 40 yards. .15 seconds remain here in the Marion State Bank 4th quarter. 3 receivers far side, 1 to the near. Breen takes it. We're going to have a stoppage. I think the stoppage is going to be that the play clock, the game clock started.
Should be 15 seconds.
Illegal substitution will be against Ouachita. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Give us 5 more. 35 yards away.
Yeah, they adjusted the clock, so it's got 15 seconds now.
Yeah, it should have. 15 seconds, dead ball foul.
Yeah, 35 the lines.
Breen gets set. There's the snap. That's a holding.
That is.
There's no flag. Are you kidding me?
No flag. What are you kidding?
Well, that's fitting for tonight. Absolutely fitting. With 1 second on the clock, Ouachita takes it back, pick 6. Had our man wrapped up.
This has been the most horrendous.
There will be a flag after the play.
This is the most horrendous game. I mean, this makes Tioga look like romper room.
Yeah. These guys need to go back to the house, and that's a little.
Well, all I can say is there ought to be 19 feet of footage to send down on these guys. That was pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.
Well, Panther fans, there's 1 second left in the ball game. Ouachita will take a 32-22 lead. Extra point pending. There will be an unsportsmanlike conduct after the touchdown.
Whoop-de-doo.
It'll be assessed on the kickoff.
That just shows that they called another penalty on them. So who cares? They ought to take their flag away. It ought to be like Barney Fife. You get one bullet and you got to put it in your wallet pocket.
Yeah.
They just need to take their flags away.
This one's been tough. It's been tough to watch. But I tell you what, I go back to there were a lot of folks in the area that thought that Ouachita was going to walk in here and just cakewalk this thing. And the Panthers fought for 4 quarters and endured a lot, fought through, and gave themselves even a chance to win here at the end.
Oh, absolutely.
Kick is up. And it's good. And so with 1 second remaining, the Lions take a 33-22 lead, kickoff pending. Panther fans, just remind you, Coach's Show Tuesday night at Frenchman's Bend. You're probably going to want to hear this one. At 6 o'clock, love for you to join us. If not, you can catch us right here on YouTube. I want to say a special thank you to all of our sponsors. Premier sponsor McDonald's, radio sponsor Domino's Pizza of Sterlington, Coin Toss, Jim Taylor Chevrolet of Rayville, and all of the other Panther sponsors that make things happen, Prime Star Home Health, Domino's Pizza, First Baptist Church Sterlington, Fence Depot, Architects Window and Door, Cross Keys Bank, Marion State Bank, the Downs Law Firm, Cartown, Sterlington Rehab, the law offices of Street and Street, Ron Bush State Farm, David Bryant, your local Sterlington Realtor, First Security Title to Mr. Mitch Houston, Craftman Federal Credit Union, Ashley Storage, Sparks Nissan Kia, Bayou Bowl, Shaw Nuff Green, and Mr. Rick Breen in the Rapid Lube.
Man, great.
There
great
we go.
Call. Great
so
call.
Panther fans, we'll keep it here. 1 second, kickoff pending. And then we're going to, William, I don't really know what else we can even say. So after the game is over, we're going to sign off.
I'm done.
Panther fans, we will see you next Friday night at West Ouachita as the Panthers go on the road to the west side of the parish to take on the Chiefs.
One question.
Come on.
Have they got the stadium fixed
No,
yet?
we'll all be on the home side together.
You better let everybody know that.
Yep, if you're coming to the game, it will be nice and cozy there. But come on, make some noise for these boys as they get back on track. I don't even know if they're off track. Tonight was a great effort by these guys. Can't wait to talk to Coach Doty this week, and I know he's proud of the effort his guys played with. And you control what you can control. Had some mistakes that they'll clean up, but overall I think you'd have to be pleased with the effort and the execution tonight. Just a little pooch kick. They'll let it. That's going to be recovered by Ouachita. I'm not sure what everybody was doing, but it's not an illegal procedure. It went 15 yards. He threw his flag. I'm not sure unless he was offsides.
Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, it's 1 second, guys. You're not getting paid by the flag. Good grief. Let's get out of here.
Are you sure? Sometimes I wonder.
They're going to make them re-kick it. Maybe it was by the hour tonight. I don't know what happened.
I have no idea.
Good grief. What a fitting end to a rough night.
Ben, you seem upset tonight.
This one's going to bother me. This one's going to sting a little bit. Panthers had it in their hands and just didn't get the plays they needed down the stretch. And you know what? Hats off to Ouachita. I wish them the best of the luck the rest of the way. But I am not ashamed to be wearing black and blue tonight. What a great effort by these guys. And the way they played, the things they did, and it gave themselves even a chance there at the end. Some big plays to keep themselves in a ball game and made this one go all the way down to the wire. I told some folks earlier in the week I thought it was going to be a four-quarter football game. Yeah, there we go. Somebody just touch it. Yeah. Birch will go down, and that'll be the final play of the game. Your final from Del Ashley Field here on the campus of Sterlington High School, Ouachita 33, Panthers 22. We'll see you next Friday night at West Ouachita. Have a great weekend, Panthers.